Social crap. Go. Alright. We are live.
Cool.
Minecraft logic, don't worry about it.
No, I can't place one here, which sucks because I kind of need to do that.
Maybe because of the... yeah.
Okay, I'll figure this out. I will figure this shit out.
Anyways, hi chat. We're live.
Alright, chat.
Small, very small update. So, Deltarune comes out Wednesday. You know, that's fine and dandy, sure, whatever. Apparently, church meeting got moved to Wednesday instead of Tuesday this week. Because one of the other congregations is doing something on Tuesday. So, that's fun. Hi, Merc.
Hey, Merc.
Mark?
It doesn't start until 7 o'clock, and I probably won't leave until around 9. So, that's fun. I'm either going to try to find a way to stay home on Wednesday, or I'm just going to have to do a super late stream, and I really don't want to do that, because it's Deltarune. So, we're going to see what happens on Wednesday. Needless to say, I'm a little upset.
Understandable.
But
Okay.
regardless of that, Toby posted something. Speaking of Deltarune, he posted a song.
Mm.
Let me just mute Ace Attorney real quick. And let me switch over to Twitter. Da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. Here we go. So, about half an hour ago, Toby posted, 10 years ago, I made a song that sounded like this. It's called The Sunset of Seven Suns. This is the hope for Chapter 5 from 10 years ago. And it shows all the flowers. I'm curious if he remade this song for Chapter 5. And the fact that he's showing off the flowers makes me think the sunset that we saw in the trailer is just one sun out of a possible 7.
Oh yeah, I also found out how I could get how I'm supposed to get the ultra kill stuff.
Fair. This is a nice song.
Level 32. It does sound like a nice song.
So I'm hoping I'll be able to experience it on Wednesday. Anyways.
You know, they freaking called it that you wouldn't be able to play Deltarune. I mean, play, but freaking damn.
That something was gonna pop up.
I hate that. I'm not gonna lie, I hate that. But I'm gonna... no matter what, I'm playing it on Wednesday. Whether it has to be super late, or if I have to stay home that day. I don't care. I'm playing it that day. I would rather it be earlier than later, but if I have to do it at 9:30, I'll do it at 9:30. But that is just a small update about Wednesday for me. So, let's get back into the case. believe we're confronting Judy about some things. Results have just come in, sir. Traces of ubiquium were found in the seapot. Oh. Do you still want to be Eustace?
Oh, sorry, I was busy trying to figure out why my pal's fucking stupid.
No, you're good. That's why I'm asking. Do you want to, or do you want me to take over?
What was the voice I did?
It was kind of snotty and bratty.
They were...
Like that.
Mhm.
Okay.
Oh. Just like Mr. Edgeworth said.
Oh, and for chat's reference, oh, what a break is happening right now. For YouTube reference. Videk should be here within 20-25 minutes. Anyways.
Curse you! You better not think this means you beat me!
I beat you once already, and I'll do it again. I swear to God, I will get the wooden spoon or a belt if you don't shut your mouth.
I'm crafting a belt.
You really need to drop this obsession with coming in first, Mr. Winner. We're all on the same side here, remember? We're all trying to get to the truth.
Okay. But first is best! Everyone knows it's better to be a winner than a loser.
That's really no way for a prosecutor to think. Not a successful one, anyway.
But I...
I love... Oh god, she's mad.
Enough. Mr. Edgeworth, please refrain from taunting the boy.
Boy needs to be taught a lesson, alright?
Ignore him, Eustace. He isn't worth your attention.
But Gavelle... Oh, alright.
Why don't I take care of things? Here. Why don't I take care of things here for now? In the meantime, you can perform the far more important task of going and checking on the victim.
Wow, that is... The Discord is having the biggest shit fit.
Oh, is it?
You know, I just got to the text.
Hmm.
Oh, yeah, good idea. I'll be right back.
Also, good choice, Merc. Oh, he's deafened.
Yeah, he's playing
Oh,
gold.
hi, Merc. Good choice of game.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Discord is having a big shit fit.
Is it me?
Mm,
Here, let me switch.
no, it's fine on my end.
Maybe it's because you're
It's probably
streaming.
my computer. It's probably because my computer might be having a shit fit.
Maybe.
Probably because freaking game you're playing is kinda
Yeah.
resource intensive.
For chat
can't have it set
reference, he's playing Pal World.
For the first time, I wanted to give it an actual, honest-to-God fucking shot for once.
How much was it?
Like, not even 30.
Okay.
It was actually pretty cheap. It's actually pretty cheap.
Hmm.
Let me check
Yeah.
the store page. Not even on sale.
I know it's been on sale a couple of times.
Yeah. Give me a minute here. It is... It is $30, but since I bought Ultra Kill, I was able to get it for 26.
Oh, heck yeah.
Because there's a bundle deal.
Fair enough.
So
Yeah.
would recommend doing that.
Well, we'll see. Interesting.
Well, it also gets you Ultra Kill.
Yeah. Anyways.
Excellent. We shall see you shortly then.
Reservoir is annoying, but totally harmless. Judge Cavell, on the other hand...
I am a nuisance.
Oops. She said now.
Now. Miss Bound, perhaps you could care to explain why traces of ubiquium were found in your teapot.
I had no idea there was anything like that in there. Perhaps it's one of the ingredients in the dishwashing soap I use.
So you're telling the court that you did not intentionally put ubiquium in the teapot?
Yes, exactly. Why would I? Until today, I had no idea if it could even be used to make poison gas. You're a trained actress, are you not, Miss Bound? I'd have thought you would be a more convincing liar. Well, what do you mean? You have access to the Ultimate Cookbook, correct? A book that just happens to contain instructions on how to create the poison gas used in the attack. Meaning it's perfectly possible for you to know exactly how to make it. You're very well informed, Mr. Edgeworth.
Miss Bound, is what Mr. Edgeworth said true?
Well, the book does contain information on how to make the poison gas, yes. But the fact that I have seen it doesn't make me guilty. I ask exactly how the gas was triggered.
The victim used a blowtorch to heat the lid of one of the display cases, thereby melting the ubiquium.
I see. But he locked himself in the room too, didn't he? Surely that and the fact that he triggered it himself. Wouldn't it point to being a suicide attempt? There's no one to admit to anything. Furthermore, where would I have gotten a hold of the Infecticide Ultra? I don't know. Perhaps you stole it.
You know, I did bump into Moody Judy just a week or so ago. And that very evening, I noticed my Infesticide Ultra had gone missing.
I forgot she lifts up the bowl with her foot like that.
Yep. Judy? Surely you didn't.
Delisha, you carry your bag of pharmaceuticals with you everywhere, don't you? There would have been any number of opportunities for someone other than myself to steal it from you. That's true. I don't have any hard evidence that it definitely was Miss Bound who stole it. Judes, let's clear something you're not telling us. Why'd you come clean, We all know you never hurt somebody for no reason, so... Not you too. You think I'm guilty as well, Mr. Fender? You can blame me? We've got one wing disguised as another, a gas trap in one of the display cases. And you're the proprietor of the establishment. Seem a lot like you did it, kiddo. You've got this all wrong. You have to remember, the gallery doesn't have any security cameras, nor any security personnel. If some ill-intended person or other wanted to get in undetected, I don't think they'd have much of a problem.
You're practically asking to be burgled. You need to be more careful. A great thief could have a field day in here.
I don't think she's joking. And actually, it seems that Mr. Gusto did in fact enter the gallery before it opened. Eesh. She was one tough cookie. She's not budging an inch. It's some rock little technique Gregory taught me back in the day. Technique to my toppy. So hear me out. Everyone's connected to what happened 18 years back, yeah? Since we're not getting anywhere by focusing only on the here and now, then we ought to approach this from a different angle. Look to the past for clues instead. Turnabout in thinking. My father used this method as well. Alright, let's run this through the old Thinkatron. How was Shoes involved in what happened back then?
Hold the fuck up. Edgeworth. He just said that your dad used this old method. And then you're like, my father used this method as well. No shit, he just told you that.
Yep.
The amount of lines like that are
Capcom.
a fair amount.
It's Capcom.
It's
I need to
Capcom.
remember.
Yep.
Capcom from the early 2000s. The writing staff was underpaid.
Yep.
According to Miss Bound, it was because of her that Mr. Frost flavored ice sculptures melted. And yet his ice sculptures are here on display at this very gallery today. Is it possible that she... Thank you, Fender. I think I know what I need to ask Miss Bound now. Don't thank me, thank you, Pops. Now, take it away, Mousy. I'll grab the popcorn. Miss Bound, you say that you were the one who caused Mr. Frost's creations to melt 18 years ago, correct? I'm afraid so. I was young and foolish, and it was a terrible accident. And yet, what you did allowed you to open this exhibit, no? Well, what do you mean?
Yes, what do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? If you're going to ask such questions, perhaps a formal testimony from Miss Bound might be best.
Yes, perhaps it might. I'd like to know a little more about Zodiac Hall. About why Miss Bound decided to dedicate the space to Mr. Frost's works.
Very well, if you believe it to be relevant to the case, I will allow it. Miss Bound, would you mind?
Yeah, I never thought about it until now, but why Mr. Frost specifically? Because this used to be Samson's place.
Yup.
Not at all. I'll do whatever it takes to prove that I'm innocent.
Please, if you would give us some background on Zodiac Hall and the pieces on display here.
It took 18 years, but at long last, I was finally able to buy Simpson's house back a little while ago. But a place like this is expensive to maintain, so I decided to turn it into an art gallery. To that end, I collected as many Pollen pieces as I could from around the world. Because, if I'm honest, it's always been something of a dream of mine to open a space dedicated to his work.
Thank you for your testimony, Miss Bound. How wonderful it is that you were able to fulfill your dream. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, everything seems entirely above board to me.
Yeah, you would say that. Judge Gavelle, that was simply the witness's preliminary statement. As you surely know, the value of that testimony cannot be evaluated without due cross-examination.
Spoken like a true attorney. Very well. You may do what you must.
Does that include killing you? Alright.
You'll have to find my phylactery first.
What?
Phylactery.
Phylactery.
It's a lich thing.
Oh,
Yep.
Okay.
Thing you have to destroy in order to kill a lich.
Fuck!
You know, it's most likely her stupid... I have a feeling it would be her, gavel.
The gavel, yeah.
18 years. You must have gone through a lot to buy it back, Miss Bound. This home, this place, such memories abound. I couldn't stand to lose what I had found. And she's dancing
Fuck, I
again.
hate it when she rhymes.
Samson, I did what I had to do. See that home was waiting here for you.
How does she make it look so easy?
Thank you, Fender. I'll say, I won't expect any less from a trained triple threat performer. If you could continue with your testimony, Miss Bound, minus the singing, if you please.
Yeah, whenever she's rhyming, she's supposed to be singing for whatever reason.
Yep.
She just does that.
Well, considering her
That's
past.
what she's supposed to be fucking doing?
Yes.
Yep.
Whenever it goes slow like that and she's in the sprite animation, she's singing and dancing.
Mm-hmm.
I genuinely just thought she was just fucking rhyming for the love of the game.
Fair.
Nope.
No, she's singing. I just don't have a good singing voice while I'm copying someone while I'm making a voice.
I don't have a good singing voice to begin with.
Plus, I don't have a rhythm to go off of.
Same.
But no.
There's no music that plays when she does that, so it just...
Mhm. But, I mean, she started... Her and Samson were part of the Bacon Pop show, which had singing in it. And she's been an actress, so come here to the gallery by yourself, Miss Bound? Yes, well, we only opened today, so I haven't done much actual managing yet, but I have to keep the mansion going. Can't have it falling down around my ears. Samson could come home any day, after all. Surely that's a house back for him. I'm so sorry, Judy. I wish you could have done more. Oh, you've done plenty, Mr. Fender. If anyone should have done more, it's me. If the only thing I can do right now is keep this place safe for Samson. She's still hooked on him.
Hold it!
Paul Halik. That's Mr. Frost's pseudonym, correct? Yes, he adopted it while he was working as a sculptor in France. I see. Here's about some of the pieces in your collection. More specifically, how you were able to acquire the Taurus and Gemini sculptures. It was my understanding that Mr. Frost died before he could complete them. Yes, I was able to create replicas from the Winter Wing based on the photos of the sculptures he made. Really? Could you go into some more detail on that? Because, if I'm honest, it's always been something of a dream of mine to open a space dedicated to his work. I was able to create replicas for the Winter Wing based on photos of the sculptures he made. We'll get to that in a minute.
Hold it!
Hear more about this dream of yours, Miss Bound. Well, what I really wanted was to open a gallery with Samson, of course. Oh, here we go. A gallery of dance, a gallery of song, a gallery of gaiety and candy all day long. That was the idea, anyway. Your art was to be appreciated in silence, not accompanied by musical numbers.
Yes, Mr. Tangaroa transgressed against the edicts of the Goddess of Justice. And as such, the part of your dream may go permanently unfulfilled.
No, Samson he's innocent. The awful prosecutor refused to listen, but it's true. He'd never hurt anybody. Gave a false confession in order to protect Miss Bound. Two of them really did what they could to protect one another, didn't they?
Hold it!
These photos you mentioned, you mean the ones you yourself took in Mr. Frost's room 18 years ago? Yes, you certainly know a lot about what happened back then, Mr. Edgeworth.
So the statues in the Winter Wing are just copies? And I didn't even get to see them before they melted.
No, the sculptures in question were definitely not replicas. Which means that Miss Bound is lying. Hi, Vidak.
Howdy, Vidak.
I know. Such an awful shame. After we went to the trouble to recreate them, too. Winter Wing weren't replicas.
Hi.
They're the very ones from 18 years ago. I need to show her more of that, or I'll never get to the truth.
You my friend?
They're not replicas?
What did they do? Keep them in frickin' frozen storage for 18 years?
Probably something to the effect.
Where?
And why? They're not meant to last.
They couldn't have kept them in the Winter Wing because Delicia had her stuff there 18 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Autumn Wing was Frost Room, but when Edgeworth and Von Karma went there, it was already melted.
Mm-hmm.
Unless it's fakes that were melted.
True.
And the others, and these real ones were stored elsewhere.
I don't have that picture anymore. But whenever we saw the pictures 18 years ago, the lift cart was in one of the photos in that same room.
True.
Why?
How? How? How did you get on the fucking roof? What the
Good question.
This stupid
Oh!
sheepdog gets on the
It's this thing!
Hmm?
fucking sheep. Oh my god.
Yeah,
What?
Bastard
their
was so-
pathfinding's janky.
Oh.
Yeah, I
fucking
had.
sheep.
Welcome to me fixing their pathfinding right here.
Yep.
They kept getting stuck under a rock, so I made a platform.
Sugar composition matches that of sugar found in the pale blue liquid and already flushed from 18 years ago.
There's some resources there that
Okay. I'm going not to question shit anymore.
Huh. I'm afraid you've run out of road, Miss Bound. You can lie all you like, but you can't deny the result of the test conducted on the sculpture's remains. And those tests leave no room for ambiguity. What you had on display weren't replicas. They were the very statues Mr. Frost carved 18 years ago.
Well, I could probably help explain how they worked it out if you'd like, dear. It's the sugar, you see. You might think sugar is sugar, but the composition is actually very unique. You could probably recreate the statues, but the sweet secret of their chemical makeup? No chance.
Yeah. Thank you, Miss Go. I'm asking for help, still. But simply, the statues didn't disappear back then because they melted. They disappeared because you speared them away and kept them hidden for these 18 long years. Ah!
What? She kept a pair of flavored ice sculptures around somewhere for all that time?
Hi, Fender. Fender?
not the most out there idea in the world. Assuming you had a big enough icebox.
Quiet, all of you. Miss Bound, do you have something else to say in your defense?
So you've already learned that much.
Should I take that to mean that you admit to having hidden the flavored ice sculptures in question?
No, I admit to no such thing. You haven't proven that I was the one who took those statues away. And you won't, because it would have been impossible for me to do so in the first place. The police were already here when they disappeared. How could I have done it? How could I have done it without them noticing? How indeed. I don't yet know exactly how you did it, but I'm far from ready to say that it was impossible for you to have stolen them away. You're a very persistent man, aren't you, Mr. Edgeworth? I am indeed, and I won't stop until I get you the truth. I see. I'd better tell you exactly what I did that day 18 years ago. I murdered Mr. Frost.
Oh boy.
The whole time before judging began, I was waiting upstairs in our living area on standby. During the judging, I had to go change the camera's film cartridge for Samson. But before I could take the camera back to Samson, I discovered Mr. Frost's body. Later, around when your father arrived, I began making the rounds and served tea to everybody present. That was when I saw Mr. Gusto entering Mr. Frost's room. And those were my movements on the day it all happened. I hardly see how you could take issue with any of that. That's for us to decide, Miss Bound.
Are you you seeing there's a contradiction in her story, Mr. Edgeworth?
I'm more focused on proving the fact that she did indeed steal those statues. Question is, when she would have had the opportunity to do so. If I can pinpoint that, I might be able to prove what exactly she got up to. The fact that Gusto entered that room 18 years ago and recently.
Mm-hmm.
Hold it!
What were you doing while you were waiting? I was in my room practicing some dance routines. I was on a TV show called Bacon Bob, with Samson, you see.
Bacon Bob? What kind of show was it?
It was a children's show. Two of them would sing and dance as they made a variety of sweets.
Wow, that sounds awesome.
Hold the phone. Miles, you used to watch it?
Oh yeah, my father introduced me to it. I may have watched an episode or two. So it's about past the time before the judging began by practicing her dance routines. Just the moment when Miss Bound sold the sculptures. No, because Samson himself mentioned that he did see the statues, I'm pretty sure.
Yes. As well as tasted them.
Can have been the moment she did it. I'd better listen carefully to what she says. I think it's gonna be around Gusto.
Hold it!
That's fine. You're the only one who was able to move around freely during the judging. Well, I wouldn't say freely exactly, but I was able to move around more easily than the contestants, yes. Even so, I could hardly have spirited the sculptures away while Samson was standing right there, could I? And I ran straight off to change the film as soon as he asked me. I wouldn't have had the time. Change the film with the camera as requested by Mr. Tangaroa. No.
Hold it!
You entered the room containing Mr. Tangaroa's work before bringing the camera back to him, correct? Yes, I heard the sound of something collapsing. Samson, are you in here? Bender.
Sorry. Sound of the chocolate ship falling over after certain someone took a bite out of one of the supports.
Mr. Tangaroa was still in Mr. Gusto's room when he found the body. Yes, I'm fairly certain that was the case. He was judging each room in order, and he'd like to take his time. As for Miss Frost's body, I don't think so. She was the one that called the cops, too.
Mm-hmm.
Hold it!
Well,
I think. Just as you did today.
I mean, given the fact that if she saw what happened, she has ample time before making a noise.
True. Yes, I went around and offered everybody working on the investigation a cup of tea.
Present company included. I remember it now. I remember it well. You were here, there, upstairs, downstairs, everywhere with that little cat ears.
Interesting. Did anything strike you as strange around that time?
Oh yeah, Gregor was singing the praises of Judy's tea, and I think he mentioned his saucer was cold.
Right!
Ooh, right.
His saucer was cold.
Oh.
Right, I forgot about that, because that was just weird.
Yeah. Oh, is there just a block of ice on frickin' pallet?
Underneath it, maybe. It would have been laying sideways.
Yeah.
Miss Bound, I believe this was when you stole the sculptures. I hate to contradict you, but the fountain room was full of witnesses at that point, Mr. Fender included. Are you suggesting that I somehow got the sculptures out of Mr. Frost's room, right under everyone's noses? That is precisely what I'm suggesting. Miss Bound stole those ice sculptures, and she did it by hiding them here.
Take that!
My father and Fender had no idea that one of the sculptures was mere inches away from them. Because it wasn't just a tea set you were pushing around, Miss Bound, but a hidden ice sculpture in a glass case.
Overruled.
Surely such a thing would have been impossible. How could a case of that size fit on a serving cart? It would have been spotted immediately.
Objection!
Who said anything about a serving cart?
I'm not sure I follow, Mr. Edgeworth. Are you suggesting she used... What are you suggesting she used instead?
Just the Miss Bound used this to transport the sculptures. Right! She just placed a flippin' towel or whatever, the cloth over the sculpture.
Yep. Using the lift cart, which can be low to the ground, but
Instead of-
still look like a frickin' cart.
I see.
Take that!
And this is...
Yep, there it is. The card that Miss Bound used to move the flavored ice sculptures out of Mr. Frost's room 18 years ago. Well, it appears that the very same card is still here with us in this fountain room. Well, yeah, we originally bought it for use in the contest.
And you're saying that Miss Bound loaded Mr. Frost's sculptures onto this cart and carried them off?
I am. As you can imagine, all one would need to do is lay a case on its side, add a tablecloth. It looks exactly like a normal serving cart, thus allowing her to move the sculptures around freely.
Can it be?
Holy moly. Of course, that's why those sauces are so chilly. Sitting on a big old block of ice. Judes, how could you?
Impressive. Then again, you are Mr. Gregory Edgeworth's son. I should have expected no less. There isn't a scrap of evidence that I stole the sculptures all those years ago now. And yet, I knew that no matter what I said or did, I'd always be under a cloud of suspicion.
So you admit it. You admit that you stole them from Mr. Frost's room.
Yes, I do. I took those sculptures in the glass cases out of that room 18 years ago. As Mr. Edgeworth correctly deduced, I dressed the lift cart as a serving cart to do it. And slipped in and out of Mr. Frost's room while I was going around serving tea to everybody. In the end, I had to remove not only the sculptures, but the flavored ice zodiac blocks as well. Zodiac blocks? Like I've seen them for myself before. Each block of ice on display here must be incredibly heavy, or maybe not, or while being hollow on the inside. The Winter Ring really is exactly replica of Mr. Frost's room from 18 years ago. But even though my father never saw them because they'd already melted, the Zodiac blocks must have been in the victim's room back then as well. When I finished moving the 2 ice sculptures and the 2 Zodiac blocks out, I took 2 fresh, empty cases to Mr. Frost's room and put them where the original 2 had been. Only the sculptures had been kept in glass cases, you see, to prevent them from being damaged. The blocks were a little more robust, so they had been displayed as is. As stated in the contest rules, we were responsible for providing all display materials, including cases. It would have been easy for her to prepare those empty spares she swapped in. So Frost's room contained quite a few other flavored ice works in progress. I figured if I melted them down somehow, the resulting puddle would look like it came from the sculptures. And that is how the sculptures from 18 years ago came to be in the Winter Wing today.
See? I knew it.
Mhm. I have to say, Mr. Edgeworth, that's quite the confession.
Indeed. I think she offered so willingly because she knows there's nothing we can do with it. That's all I have to tell you. However, despite everything I've shared, you can't charge me with anything now, can you?
What? How'd you figure that? Oh my. I would have
Statute
thought
of
you might know
limitations.
at least this much, given we're at a crime scene. I suggest you memorize the various statutes of limitations outlined in this book. Statutes of what?
Oh boy. Theft. 7 years from the date of the crime. Separate time frames apply with regards to claims for damages, etc. Murder. 15 years from the date of the crime. The statute is suspended should the suspect flee to a foreign country. The statute is suspended from the time of any accomplice's indictment to the end of their trial.
So basically, if it's been 15 years since you murdered somebody, and they haven't caught you, they
Got free.
can't do anything.
Yep.
You're free.
Yeah.
And the case that we're talking about is 18 years ago, which means even if she did kill
Yep.
Frost and stole those statues, there's nothing we can do about it.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. And even for the theft of the statues, that's 7 years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Prosecutors only have a certain amount of time within which they can put a suspect on trial for a given crime. Let's take a closer look, shall we? They're going to go over what I just mentioned.
Yeah. So, it's different for every crime. Murder, 15 years. That's 7 years?
Yes, I was found solely high sculptures 18 years ago. It was too late to have her arrested for that crime.
I don't believe it. Theft is a serious matter, especially when it involves the removal of evidence from a crime scene. However, as you yourself just pointed out, Miss Bound can no longer be prosecuted for her crime. Rendering your revelation rather pointless, wouldn't you say, Mr. Edgeworth?
Objection!
For now. We're just getting started, baby. I wouldn't be so sure about that. But you see, the theft of the ice sculptures isn't my principal interest here. I find the body that reappeared 18 years after the theft to be of considerably more interest. Are you suggesting that I also hid Mr. Frost's body? I am indeed.
But how do you keep a body hidden for 18 years without anybody finding it? Without it decaying?
Hiding it in a very unusual way.
Oh? Now this is interesting. Are you telling me that you know where the body has been for all this time, Mr. Edgeworth?
It's not such a big leap if you think about what Miss Bound has told us already. Let's just say it wasn't just flavored ice that she removed from Mr. Frost's room back then.
'Twas Mr. Frost himself. No. Very well, if you're confident in this claim, let us put it to the test. Tell me, Mr. Edgeworth, where exactly was Mr. Frost's body hidden?
Oh, you know... Yeah, and the statute of limitations. I mean, if I had to take a guess...
Take that!
I mean, there is a hollow freaking thing that was mentioned.
Oh, right, this was in the fountain.
Take that!
And yeah, but I don't have that hollow statue. Or whatever the heck it was.
We present the normal statues?
Take that!
Might count for it. Photograph of Mr. Frost's works.
In the victim's body, Your Honor.
You will have to forgive me, but I don't see what you mean. Where exactly in this photograph is Mr. Frost's body?
His body is hiding right here. In here?
Take that!
The Gemini sculpture?
Yes, it may look like a sculpture at first glance, but is in fact Mr. Frost's corpse.
Surely you can't be serious. I don't see anything in the photograph that supports such a wild claim.
It's because a certain piece of evidence was used to hide the body in plain sight.
And what piece of evidence might that be? The court demands that you present what was used to conceal the body.
Take that!
And the cloth from the autumn wing.
Yes, when it's made to glow in just the right way, it's so visually convincing you might mistake it for ice. Isn't that right, Miss Scone? Oh god.
Yes, dear. But you can make it look just like look like just about anything, really. Even blazing fire.
We all have dyslexia, it's fine.
Yep. And the right shade of blue would make it look just like ice, yes. Exactly like it, in fact.
Overruled!
Is it not the case that a certain special device is needed to generate these colors, though?
Objection!
If you would care to take another look at the photograph of the Winter Wing, Your Honor. You'll notice there's a small box connected to the bottom of the Gemini display case.
That's...
One of the very light-emitting devices in question. Detective Gumshoe even confirmed its presence. In fact, this particular device went missing 18 years ago. Back then, it was no doubt firmly connected to the cloth inside the display case, which means Miss Bound had no choice but to take it with her when she removed the sculpture. So you see, this cloth and the light-emitting device were being used to create the illusion that Mr. Frost's body was in fact a statue carved from ice.
No. This can't be.
Wait, so you're telling me that when we took that photo of us in the Winter Wing,
Yes, we were standing right in front of the body.
But the body and the cloth were both recovered from the fountain. Why were they found there if the body was supposed to be in the Winter Wing disguised as a sculpture?
Objection!
Because there would have been no mystery as to how the body had been hidden if we had found it as is. Miss Bound needed to remove Mr. Frost from the Winter Wing in order to throw us off the scent.
Overruled!
Ridiculous. I don't recall her sneaking around behind our backs to throw a body in the fountain.
No, and she didn't need to, because she had another method at her disposal. Her trusty lift carts, the same cart that had proved so useful in executing her original theft.
Yeah.
I believe she wheeled the body into one of the other wings and floated it down the street to the fountain. The frozen body, being quite solid, probably got stuck somewhere along the way, which is why only the cloth appeared at first, the cloth Miss Scone discovered.
And then the body followed afterwards, once it had thawed enough.
It's an ingenious theory, Mr. Edgeworth. But can you prove that it was me? It seems a little unfair to expect me to accept your accusations without proof, don't you think?
Hmm. What about an eyewitness? Do you think someone might have spotted her when she was moving the body?
As a matter of fact, I do. A contradiction in the piece of evidence that was provided. I should might know exactly how Miss Bound moved the body as well.
Well, Mr. Edgeworth, do you have any evidence to support your allegation?
Of course. I have a piece of very compelling proof right here.
Then please present it to the court. I know who it is. What piece of evidence do you know that proves Miss Bound acted as you claim?
Maybe a carrot.
Maybe a carrot?
It's some dude named Beetlejuice.
Ah.
Um.
Take that!
Huh. Okay.
More drawings?
Those, that handle goes a bit lower than it should.
Yep.
And for some reason, there's chocolate on it.
Mm-hmm.
Which I always thought was strange. Oh, of course, they show it now. Okay.
And is that me?
Yes, Mr. Buster sketches of people as they pass through the fountain room. But what I'm interested in is the cart we can see here.
Miss Bound's serving cart. What about it?
You don't see it? She's using the same trick she used 18 years ago. Ergo, we know that Miss Bound was busy moving from Mr. Frost's body when this picture was being drawn.
What?
If I may, I don't see Mr. Frost's body anywhere in that sketch. All I see is a picture of me delivering chocolates to everyone. Really, allow me to direct your attention to the color of the tablecloth Miss Bound. I'd originally thought that Mr. Buzzman had made an error, but he's assured me that that couldn't possibly be the case.
Tablecloth appears to be light blue.
Yes, a shade of tablecloth that Miss Bound doesn't seem to own. Cloth only appears to be light blue due to the body hiding just underneath.
What? But the shape of the cart is perfectly rectangular, just as one would expect. Surely it would have been immediately obvious if the tablecloth was being draped directly over the body.
Objection!
Whilst the body been placed inside one of the hollow zodiac blocks in the Winterland. Place one of those in the lift cart and it easily pass muster as a regular serving cart, wouldn't you agree?
Goddess of Justice.
Spound, surely now you must admit that it was you who moved the body, just as you did 18 years ago. I didn't expect you to deduce all that from a single simple sketch. But that sketch alone isn't really enough to prove your theory, is it? You needn't worry on that front. My case isn't rest solely on Mr. Butt's artwork. Once you had disposed of the body, your serving cart became a simple lift cart once more. Which is exactly what we discovered here in the fountain room. And without a serving cart, you had to find some place to put your chocolates. My chocolates.
My chocolates.
Sorry, something's wrong with
My
throat
brain
today.
just.
I think I need a little bit more tea. My chocolates, the ones I was handing out. I got it too, don't worry. As we saw in the sketch, you had originally placed them on top of carts, but the chocolates you gave us came from your pockets.
Oh yeah, mine was half melted. It was still super sweet and tasty though.
Why did you suddenly feel the need to put the chocolates in your own pocket, Miss Bound? Because you no longer had a serving cart to put them on, that's why. Ah!
One moment, please. You have explained what Miss Bound did with the chocolates in the lift cart. But what about the tablecloth? Where did it go?
Indeed, tossing the chocolates in her pocket was the only solution she could think of, until Miss Bound had the time to dispose of an entire tablecloth.
Well, Mr. Edgeworth, do you have an answer for me?
Miss Bound didn't hide or dispose of the tablecloth, Your Honor. In fact, it's right here in front of us. She's wearing it.
Perhaps you could care to enlighten me. Where exactly did the tablecloth Miss Bound use to hide the... Yep. Brain not function.
Brain no good.
Yep.
Miss Bound has the tablecloth on her person, and in plain view, in fact.
In plain view? No, surely you don't mean...
Miss Bound, it's the cloth around your waist, isn't it? Given that Zodiac blocks weren't kept in glass cases, that cloth would have been in direct contact with the ice. All we would need to do to confirm my theory is test the cloth for traces of the sugar used in Mr. Frost's work. The game is up, Miss Bound. It's time to come clean. You all need to test the tablecloth. Everything you said is true. I stole Delicious Infesticide Ultra, and I moved Mr. Frost's body. Oh. It was me. It was all me. Delicia, I'm so sorry. Last week, I went into your bag and I took it. And then, I put it in his pocket, hoping to make it look like he had tried to do it himself in. I also made sure to leave no fingerprints but yours, just in case the police suspected foul play.
Judy, you... Oh gosh.
But Judes, why? Were you supposed to be on the same side, all fighting together to free Samson?
We were, but I couldn't afford to get arrested. Not yet. Let me turn that one down a little bit. Not until I'd finally proven that Samson is innocent. I always planned to give myself up in the end, I swear. I know it's easy to say that now, but...
I do it this way, though. Not like you.
I'm sorry, Mr. Bender. I've caused you so much trouble. I've been the guilty party all along, ever since that day 18 years ago.
Are you trying to tell us that the true culprit in the IS-7 incident was you?
I committed a terrible crime. I took those sculptures, and I stole them for purely selfish reasons. The moment Mr. Frost died, it became more than mere entries in a confectionery contest. It became the final works of Samson's favorite artist. I couldn't allow them to just melt away, not before he came home. And that meant I couldn't let anybody near them, not even the police. So I hid them. I knew it was wrong, but I just had to. I put them in the cold storage room for safekeeping. What I had actually done was far worse than anything I could have possibly imagined. Because who would have thought that Mr. Frost's body itself was posing in the sculptures? She didn't know about the body when she saw the sculptures. That's why he was in there. Samson is a kind man, a saint. He could never kill anybody, never! And yet, because of what I did, the police never found Mr. Frost's body, and Samson was found guilty. After all he'd done for me, he was my family. The only family I've ever had. He was the most important person in the entire world to me. And I...
Dudes.
After his conviction, I was forced out of our home. I was finally able to return only a few days ago, and when I did, I went to the cold storage room to check up on the sculptures, and that's when I saw it. Mr. Frost's body. It had been there the whole time. Of course, by that point, the statute of limitations had expired. So I did what I did today, because it was the only way I could think of to make things right. Seems I misunderstood her intentions. Everything she's done really has all been for Mr. Tangaroa's sake.
What are you thinking about, Mr. Edgeworth?
Something that's been puzzling me. Why did Miss Bound use poison gas? Why did a more reliable method? And why disguise the Autumn Wing as the Winter Wing? The only reason I can think of is to confuse someone who was here 18 years ago.
Yeah, I wonder what she had in mind.
He was trying to prove that Mr. Tangaroa was innocent. Miss Bound's ultimate goal must be to... She being trying to discover the identity of the true culprit. Miss Bound, your ultimate aim was to see Mr. Tangaroa cleared of all charges, correct? And to that end, you had to expose the real killer and have the police find the body from 18 years ago. Is my understanding of your intentions correct? Exhibiting the sculptures was sure to force the killer to return to the crime scene. After all, they were the only person apart from you who knew that the body was hidden in the icework.
So they would have freaked out thinking the body was about to be discovered and come running, yeah?
Exactly. Miss Bound ran the risk that the killer might successfully cover their tracks this time. In worst case scenario, they might have even been able to remove Mr. Frost's body from the scene. So how could she lure the true killer into revealing themselves without putting vital evidence at risk?
Oh, I see what you're getting at. You're saying that's why the Autumn Wing was all Winter Wingy.
I am. You were betting on one thing, Miss Bound, weren't you? That whoever opened the Pisces case you had so carefully disguised as the Gemini case would be the real perpetrator of the IS-7 incident.
No. But that would mean the real killer was...
Overruled.
Enough, not another word. Do you realize the implications of what you are saying, Mr. Edgeworth? Are you prepared to stand behind the accusation you are clearly about to make?
Mr. Frost's killer. And that whoever found themselves caught in the trap is highly likely to be the guilty party. But, unlike the evidence to support such an assertion, to accuse someone without any evidence is not to be done lightly. I'd really go ahead and make my accusation and name Mr. Frost's killer nonetheless. Don't we have another option right now? My ultimate goal is to see the truth exposed. And to do that, I need to seize the moment. Yes, Judge Cavell, I'm prepared to stand behind my accusation. I know exactly who was to blame for the IS-7 incidents. Larry Butts!
Take that!
Mr. Gusteau, the victim of the poison gas attack, is the perpetrator behind the IS-7 incident. Gusty?
Here's the leg.
Mr. Gusto.
Expound. So we have established you knew that the opening of the gallery would lure in the real culprits. You set up the poison gas trap in order to catch them. Do you dispute the facts thus far? You're a very impressive man, Mr. Edgeworth. Just like your father. And of course, you're absolutely right. Perhaps you could tell us exactly what happened in your own words. Of course. I have nothing to hide anymore. I might as well tell you everything. As you said, I set a trap here in the gallery to try and catch Mr. Frost's killer. Before we opened, I made sure that the door to the Autumn Wing was the only one that was unlocked. When opening time came, I went around to unlock the doors of the various rooms, and found that the Autumn Wing had been locked from the inside. The killer's on the other side of the door. I thought, well, it frightened me. And she simply walked away, leaving him to fall victim to a poison gas trap. When I heard the Mr. Gusto was being treated for gas inhalation, that's when I knew he was the murderer. All that was left was for the police to find Mr. Frost's body, and then Samson would finally be proven innocent. At least, that was my plan.
Dudes, why didn't you tell me? I'm always here for you, right? We could have found another way. It didn't have to be like this.
Thank you, Mr. Bender. You've been so very kind to me all these years. But I'm the one who created this mess, so it was up to me to try to clean it up. I didn't care what it took, as long as I could get Samson out of that awful place.
Judy, Judy, Judy.
18 years ago, the police managed to cover up the fact that Mr. Frost's body had gone missing. If I went to them now and said it had reappeared, I was afraid they might have tried to cover things up again. So I worked to set up a very public incident here in the gallery, in front of as many witnesses as possible.
I'm so sorry, Judy. You, Samson, Gregory, I'll lay you all down.
Thunder. This can't be easy for him. No, I'm the one who should be apologizing. Stop that. It's a very emotional moment.
Dude. Yeah, you just sneeze, okay? Always go emotions.
Mr. Edgeworth, Mr. Fender, hope one day you can forgive me. Whatever punishment I have to face, I'm ready to accept it. But please, may I ask one thing of you? It's that you simply must clear Samson's name. Really, the truth of these past 18 years had come to light was unexpected, to say the least. And yet, it only set us down a path towards an even more shocking end. Well, there's more. I'm not gonna lie. I thought that was gonna be the end last week.
Nope. As I said, this is a long one. There's a few of them that are very long.
Fair.
This is one of them.
It's bound. Are you feeling a little calmer now? Yes. Good. Then allow me to get to the point. Regardless of your intentions, you broke the law. Yes, I understand. Nevertheless, I understand that what you did what you did in order to prove Mr. Tinker's innocence. Therefore, if the real culprit really is someone else, then we have a duty to reinvestigate the case.
Overruled.
Except we can't.
There's nothing to suggest that anything nefarious took place in the official IS-7 incident records. And right now, there's nothing to suggest that we should take Miss Bound at her word, either. Our first order of business should be to arrest the culprit of the case before us, Miss Bound herself.
Objection.
Visual records cannot always be trusted, Judge Cavell, especially since there are those prosecutors who would think nothing of twisting the facts.
Overruled.
Are you suggesting that the committee at the time overlooked just such a prosecutor?
Yes! Like,
Yes, and he was on that case
yes!
as well.
Blatantly, yes, actually. Like
Blatantly.
40 years! They have overlooked him!
Mm-hmm.
It's for you and your people to figure out.
And when they frickin' found out because of frickin' Phoenix, they just looked the other way.
Mm-hmm.
They
Effectively.
didn't do a goddamn thing.
No.
It's for you and your people to figure out. However, it is a fact that the autopsy report was faked. seeing as Mr. Frost's body was only found just now.
There really is something of Mr. Von Karma in you, Mr. Edgeworth.
How so, exactly?
By continually defying the will of the committee and bending the truth to fit your needs, that's how.
So you knew!
Literally not what's happening.
Oh.
Like, you knew. And
Not
you did
what's
nothing,
happening.
So
Yep.
You
now you just admitted to it. Great, congratulations. See your ass in court.
Yeah.
Congratulations, you're being impeached.
Except for the fact that she's freaking on the committee, so she can just freaking pardon herself.
That's the hey, congratulations, you're being impeached.
No, I don't want her peach.
Impeached, not impeached, you tit.
I don't want her boobs either. She's too crazy.
Understandable.
Fair recognizes the old adage, don't stick dick in crazy.
Yep.
Well, the fun is.
Perhaps it is time you understand how I know the committee sees this case.
No, we're not stopped by that Freudian slip.
Please do.
No.
Oh,
Fair.
boy.
What?
No.
Yes?
The committee is willing to accept that Mr. Von Karma falsified Mr. Frost's autopsy report. Even still, Mr. Von Karma only managed to have Mr. Tangaroa convicted as an accomplice.
On falsified evidence.
I personally have come to
Dumb.
believe that the real culprit behind the IS-7 incident is Miss Bound. You dumb. Her plan to poison and kill Mr. Gusto today was her attempt to frame him for Mr. Frost's murder. God damn.
This is how the committee sees things, is it?
How are you a judge and this stupid?
Clunt. You fucking clunt. You saw the exact same evidence as us, and yet you are coming to such a different conclusion that I can only assume you have the intelligence level of Battle Network bosses. Yes, let the 12-year-old fucking jack into you right goddamn next to you and not punch him. You fucking dipshit.
The phrasing of that. No.
It was prefaced with EXE.
I know.
I said Battle Network. I did say Battle Network.
I know.
Did say Battle Network. The context is there.
The context is there.
Okay,
Freaking my
basically she
brain
has
works
the
in out of
intelligence.
context. My brain
She is
works in out
having
of
the
context.
intelligence of a Battle Network boss.
Yep.
Like, I just... Okay, here's the deal.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
This bitch.
Yes.
She wouldn't know a good theory if it got up and smacked her in the mouth.
No, she wouldn't.
I don't think she's even been smacked before. Let's change that.
She should. Just give me the hammer. Give 5 minutes. Give me the hammer. Give me the hammer in a darkened room.
I am in a darkened world. Jesus Christ, I hate how dark this game fucking gets.
Oh yeah. Just
night.
jam up your brightness. Fix the problem. Treat it like Minecraft.
Oh, okay.
Yes, max brightness
Where is
Minecraft.
it? Options.
Video.
It's gonna be video, yeah.
You mean settings?
Oh, settings,
Brightness.
video. Yeah. Anyway.
Anyway.
Oh my god.
Yep. And then before you get flashbanged by day. Anyway. As
No,
it
I'm gonna
is,
freeze to death getting to my fucking armor because this game's difficulty is all over the goddamn place.
Fair. It is, as always, I act solely in service of the law and order.
No, you don't.
Do not.
You must be the special in the victim's case. Sounds like all she's doing is acting in service of the committee and covering up the truth. If I can't change her mind, there would be no saving Mr. Tangaroa or Miss Bound. That or she just really has a vendetta against the Bacon Bob show. And it's just her way of getting back at them.
Yep.
They never created my favorite mistake, so I must punish them. If you accept that Mr. Von Karma falsified the report, then why won't you reinvestigate the case?
Because the goddess of justice is never wrong.
Sure,
Yes,
you are!
we have
Except for what?
We have literally
Except for
just
what it
proven-
is.
We have
Yup.
just proven numerous times that you are wrong, you fucking cunt!
No. She's not the goddess. All right, let's get that clear. And sure, the goddess may never be wrong. You, on the other hand, are a different story.
You are not the goddess.
She clearly did not give you the intelligence.
Someone call up Clover. We need a justice blast right now.
That'd be nice. Here you go, Gabelle.
Thank you. Her verdict remains true, despite Mr. Von Karma's manipulations.
No, it doesn't. Despite blatant evidence tampering. You sure your precious goddess is into that? Almost makes you think the committee might have other reasons for not wanting this looked into again.
Further investigation is simply unnecessary, since the goddess of justice has already spoken.
I'm just imagining her up where
Alright.
the heck she is, just screaming and wanting to wring her throat out.
Alright,
Yup.
cut the shit, you fanatic.
Is that right? The label's confession that sealed Mr. Tangaroa's fate in the end. Confession secured by Mr. Von Karma, which should surely cast doubt on the final verdict itself.
Yeah, because Von Karma is. Oh, fuck. A big mug.
Samson Figueroa confessed to the initial investigating officer, one Detective Ian Sideman. The official records state that it was his interrogations that led to the conviction.
Yeah, 'cause he was
Therefore, all I can say to you is the goddess of justice has already spoken.
Oh my god.
Unbelievable, she just won't budge at all. Are these committee guys really that big of a deal?
In many ways, they are a prosecutor's worst nightmare.
So kind of like how the police are to the great thief, huh?
Well, one difference is she's my boss. Well, yeah, you don't seem to have a problem with it, but the police wouldn't suit you, though. They're suggesting that Mr. Tangaroa and Miss Bound killed Mr. Frost together.
Why not? You would even imagine they split their roles as thus. Mr. Tangaroa could have been the one to commit the act itself, while Miss Bound was to remove the body.
What? I thought that we could ever kill Mr. Frost.
You stole his corpse and hid it for 18 years. Is this really so surprising? Yeah, no, that's fair. It's really so surprising that you might be considered a suspect as a result.
Miss Bound has freely confessed to all of her crimes. Now is not the time to speculate about what else she might have done in the past.
Very well, then let's pass judgment on what we know she did in the present.
Pollen is bound have chosen to bring the Gusto to the murder.
No doubt because he suspected her of being the real culprit. He may have entered what he thought was the Winter Wing simply to see if the Gemini statue was genuine. Little did he know that he would be greeted by a trap designed to silence him. A trap that nearly worked.
Do you have any evidence to support that line of reasoning?
Unfortunately, Mr. Gusteau remains in critical condition. It will be difficult to prove anything until he regains consciousness. In other words, there is little that we can do for now.
On the contrary, there is plenty we can do.
You still have not grasped the situation, have you? Then allow me to spell it out for you.
All evidence you need.
In the matter of the IS-7 incident, we have a body, a murder weapon, and 2 suspects. As for the poison gas attack, we have the resources of the 2 chemicals and Miss Bound's confession. And as for you, Mr. Edgeworth, we also have enough evidence to see that you yourself will have to answer to the committee in a formal hearing.
Why the fuck are you doing this, bitch?
Whoa, that doesn't sound good. She's just being a bitch. She's got power.
Yep.
Don't worry,
Okay,
Miles Reno.
lady.
Nothing else. You're always more welcome at Edgeworth & Co.
I would really appreciate it if we could stay focused on the matter at hand.
Of course. Now where was I?
You were still being a fucking power-hungry bitch that's making absolutely no goddamn sense.
Yep.
We really mean to assert that there are no loose ends left to investigate. Not at all.
All the evidence has been examined at length, and there's nothing more that... nothing more to be learned from them.
Alright, let's take a look.
What about the fact that, wait, actually. So, they're saying all of the evidence has been examined all the way through, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
What about the fucking body?
I think that's what they're doing right now. Yeah,
I also don't have that to present.
that too.
fair.
I mean, there's one thing that we've never talked about, and that's the fingerprints on the frame from 18 years ago.
Also, the fact that the chocolates are part of the evidence.
Well, I mean, those are at least explained. Like, we don't need to go into detail about those. We still know nothing about why we know about the family.
Oh shit. Fuck it. Back at camp.
Therefore, I see no need to further prolong this trial. This court finds that this court finds the defendant, Miss Judy Pound.
Your Honor, I'm certain there's something that still needs to be examined.
The hammers are to fall, Mr. Edgeworth. Only hard evidence can stop it now. Present what you think requires further deliberation now, assuming there really is anything left, that is.
It's not over yet, not by a long shot. There's the one thing we don't have an answer to. Is if we need to point it out to Judge Cavell. I'm gonna try it. Yeah.
That was the fingerprints.
Yeah. There's something else that we need to go into detail about. I mean, I guess like Leo said, the body, because we don't have the autopsy report.
Yeah, because like that's kind of blatantly obvious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something.
No.
Wait.
Interesting.
Well, it's just case files. I don't really have a way to present the body.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Wait, the base is being invaded? What the fuck do you mean the base is being invaded?
Maybe I'm doing it on the wrong...
Nope.
Yeah.
Do you have save state? Because you're sort of suggesting it because you're already at half health, effectively.
Finally.
Um...
take a look. Legacy.
I don't know, I'm a loss here.
Looking it up, give me a minute. Whoop. Wait,
Legacy.
It's legacy. Stupid. Oh god.
Make the accusation, goes to his profile.
What happened? No.
Oh, hold on. Are we?
Yeah, I'm trying to find it, but it's broken twice now while I've been trying to scroll through it. Why was...
We're on the ladder, the committee's view, talking about legacy.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was it? You press the 16. Gemini case analysis. On the 5th statement.
Oh. What?
Which one did you use? The Gemini case?
Yeah.
Yep.
Sugar composition messes out of sugar found in the pale blue liquid and already frost from 18 years ago. Sugar detected found in the water also seems to be a match. Thought we already discussed that though.
Apparently not.
Yeah, but she's ignoring it, so it's not been resolved.
Oh, fair.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, thank you. Further
No
someone
problem.
question concerning the IS-7 incident that remains unanswered, Your Honor. Would you mind taking a look at this?
What is it?
their test results, carried out in the liquid at the bottom of the Gemini case in the Winter Wing. As you can see, traces of blood were detected. The question is, whose? Until that question is answered, I hardly think you can claim to have all the evidence.
There was blood in the Gemini case?
Blood, not beef frosts?
Yeah. You think? Why did I not hear about this from Eustace?
Because Eustace is an idiot.
Because comes you informed me of the results directly. I was going to tell Mr. Winter about it myself, of course.
You kept this to yourself until now, despite having no jurisdiction here whatsoever. Mark my words, the committee will hear all about what you have done here today.
As ever, my interest is in the truth. If mistakes were made in the past, they must be rectified. You must report me to the committee, then so be it. In return, you must be allowed to investigate this case to the very end.
That is not my decision to make. You'll need to discuss this with Eustace.
Oh god. Speaking of the
I
devil.
love that Fender's just like, I can't look at this fucking kid.
Yeah. Speak as the devil and ye shall appear.
Yep.
Oh, I was legitimately right about to go make something to eat food.
Oh, fair, I can take over then.
Yeah, take over.
Guess who's back, losers? And with good news, too. Oh, no.
Oh boy.
Oh, no. It was a close call for a minute there, but Carmelo Gusto was alive.
Gusto.
He made it.
Oh god, alright.
You're the one who found me.
Yep, long time no see, Gusto.
You're the attorney's assistant. You've grown. You have an assistant of your own now. Assistant? No, I'm...
He hasn't got the gig just yet. Gregory Edgeworth's son.
Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth, at your service. Hate to move some serious ways. I'm in your debt. If you hadn't found me in time, I wouldn't be here to thank you. Oh, you're very welcome. After all, if you hadn't lived, we wouldn't be able to execute what really happened 18 years ago. What are you talking about?
We figured out quite a bit while you were out cold. Including the fact that you're probably the guy who off poor Artie Frost.
What? Is that true? It's bound to have a very elaborate trap to catch Mr. Frost's murderer. A trap that involved wrecking the Pisces case with poison gas. Perhaps in light of that fact, you can tell us in your own words what happened back then. Or perhaps you'd rather exercise your right to remain silent.
Oh, it's not that. Gusto here is a fan of the old meditation. You know, Om and all that jazz.
Oh, it's great. AFK as well.
Yes.
Wow, sleeping while standing seems pretty cool. That's one heck of a talent. But there's no sleeping involved in meditation, okay?
Hey, Gusto, old pal. How about you snap out of it and tell us what went down way back when?
I was caught in the girl's trap, so I must be the killer. Is this your idea of a joke? I'm the victim here.
There's a lot of heavy lifting with that last word there.
Indeed you are, Mr. Gusto. And there is no evidence that you have done anything wrong yet. Mr. Edgeworth and Mr. Fender are merely speculating. Rest assured they have no authority here, that you may pay them no heed. Somebody here seems to be on my side. Judge Verity Gavelle, it's a pleasure to meet. It's a pleasure, Mr. Gusto. I will assist you in any way that you may require. Perhaps you could begin by explaining what actually happened 18 years ago to Mr. Edgeworth. Why? Welcome back.
Go back.
You wanted me to prove I'm innocent, Mr. Prosecutor. I would be happy to. Objection! So this is how you mean to play it, Judge Gavelle. Governor Mr. Gusto will help you hide what happened instead of trying to correct the record.
I believe only in the infallible judgment of the Goddess of Justice.
Okay,
Yeah.
the goddess may be infallible, but her justice is carried out by mortals who are very fucking fallible.
And very stupid sometimes.
I need to get like a smack soundboard.
Yep.
Don't you have the whole
Actually, I think I have the how it feels. No, I have the how it feels to chew 5 gum.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
How it feels to chew 5 gum.
Except it is us humans who make the actual judgment calls in a court of law. So long as there are those who would use the law to their advantage, our rulings are fallible indeed. If you would use your position to further obscure the truth, then neither she nor I will forgive you.
We shall see about that.
What do you advise, Judge Gabelle?
It would seem that you are under suspicion because it was you who triggered the poison gas. Specifically by opening the Pisces case's lid. Would you be so kind as to share why with us?
Understood. I came to see you for our sculptures. Simple as that. I made a mistake with the opening times and arrived a half hour early. Bound. Was there no one at the reception desk at around that time? I had left the main entrance unguarded and locked, just in case the killer made an appearance. I was also busy making preparations elsewhere, all the way up until the gallery's opening. So no, there was no one here on the first floor then. But I did make sure that all the wings were locked up tight. All except for the autumn wing, that is. Let me see. How much is the seal equivalent to the autumn wing? Precisely where Mr. Gusto went.
Sneaking into a building's pretty suspicious, however you slice it. Silence in the courtroom. I will permit no objections or interventions unless there is some evidence that the witness unless there is some evidence that the witness is lying. The courtroom? You know this is an art gallery, right? Mr. Gusto, if you would please continue by explaining why you opened the Pisces case.
I wanted to see Ross work up close, so I went up to the Gemini. So I guess it was supposed to be the Pisces case. And I saw that the lid was frozen on tight, so I grabbed a blowtorch from nearby and tried to open it. When I finally got it open, gas came pouring out. Fascinating. This is the sort of flawless testimony turned his game into a dream.
Yeah, the everything sounds like a lie kind.
I mean, yeah.
Yep. I'm none too satisfied with Mr. Gusto's explanation myself. Alas, there is no evidence to refute it. But, come on, there must be something.
It's Belle's story you should be questioning, not mine. I'm not the one who set up the gas trap. She could have killed anybody with that thing.
Objection!
Yeah, she turned on the sprinkler as soon as the gas was released. She knew exactly what she was doing. She was gunning for the killer and nobody else. That killer being you, old pal.
So So you, indeed the self-confessed criminal. As bound as far and blameless in this affair, she will pay for her crimes. And so will Mr. Frost Killer. You seem determined to pin Frost's murder on me, but I had no reason to kill him. And you have no evidence to prove otherwise. Oh.
Can we really not prove that he's the killer, Mr. Edgeworth?
The ghost of fell victims to poison gas. That much is indisputable. Yet no matter how suspicious his actions in the present may seem, they prove nothing about the past.
Yeah, but... What about you, Mr. Fender? There must be something we can do.
Yeah, you're right, we may not have evidence, but we have plenty of intel. Let's see now. Gusto killed Frost, he must have had a reason. Hey, look, motive.
If they don't have a motive, and that can't really be true, can it?
If he did it, he has one. Not many people commit murder just for fun. Only sociopaths, really.
That is right.
In fact, your old man had a little back and forth with Von Karma about a probable motive too, remember?
How can you possibly say that with any certainty? If their relationship had broken down for some reason. It could very well have been the motive behind this murder.
Von Karma wouldn't let us talk to Gusto back then, but we can now. Put the pieces together, I think the picture we've been looking for might just emerge.
Yes, I think you might be right. Just think back over everything we know about the Ice instance, especially the questions that never got answered.
And the finger marks. Were you the one wearing the gloves?
It's been a night finger marks on the frame of hers. What if they were Mr. Gusto's? Perhaps he had wanted to take a look through the ultimate cookbook for himself. So he asked me to go put in a new cartridge. He seemed to think there should have been more shots left than there were. In other words, the film ran out sooner than expected. Yes, the number of shots he took didn't line up with the number of shots remaining. You know, maybe he just lost track somewhere along the way. Pollen knows these things for a reason. Just need to piece them together correctly. In the absence of evidence, it's the only way to the truth. Alright!
Oh boy.
Mr. Gusto, you and Mr. Frost conspired to create works for the contest together, did you not? Huh. So you know my little secrets. Mr. Fender was kind enough to inform me. Mr. Frost was in charge of the designs, while you were in charge of the flavor. Is that correct? What can I say? I still had a long way to travel on the road to becoming a master confectioner. But you only collaborated up through the semi-final. Something changed after that. We both wanted to show what we could do. Show that we were better than Tangaroa. Objection! And why did you help Mr. Frost with his entry for the final? Rounds you had to say that. Your own statement, made to Mr. Von Karma 18 years ago. You told him that you had been working together right up until the day before the final. Mr. Frost's entry was carved entirely from blocks of flavored ice. Ice which would have needed at least a day to freeze. And whose flavors would therefore have already been prepared by Mr. Gusto.
Yes, which lines up perfectly with what Gusto told me. That he helped Frost until the day before the final.
In which case, why didn't Mr. Frost reciprocate and help Mr. Gusto in return?
I can hardly be expected to read the minds of the dead.
So why did Mr. Frost help you in return, It's meant that your relationship broke down for some reason. And that became the basis of your motive for murder. That's not how it was. Sure, we stopped working together, but it was all perfectly friendly.
You stopped working together in a friendly way? Kinda hard to imagine, but okay.
Besides, how do you think I did it exactly? I think I just strolled into Tangaroa's room and killed Frost. I couldn't have killed the man while Tangaroa
Yeah,
was in
actually.
there working on his ship with pieces, could I? So you see, it couldn't have been me. I wouldn't be so sure. Must have been a window of time when Mr. Tangaroa wasn't in the room. If I could prove that, I could prove that Mr. Gusto had the opportunity to kill Mr. Frost. Photographing the cookbook's contents would be the perfect way to steal his secrets undetected. What if Mr. Gusto did just that? What if he used Mr. Tangaroa's camera to photograph the book?
It'd be the perfect crime. So much better than stealing it and getting chased by the cops.
Think you shot snapshot of 20? I think it'll work.
And the question is, when would he have done it?
Good question. During afternoon tea. Didn't Alicia say that Gusto and Frost had missed out on the little tea party they had?
Which brings me to the next question. When do we know for certain that Mr. Frost was still alive?
Then, after the contest began, nobody saw hide nor hair of Frost, as he had secluded himself in his room. And the only person capable of entering his locked room was Tangaroa, possessing, as he did, the only key.
Miss Cone, were Mr. Tangaroa's works the only ones you sampled?
No, dear, I couldn't help myself. When I had finished my afternoon tea, I tipped it over to Chillywink's room for a little taste, too.
Mr. Frost had kept himself hidden inside his room after the contest had started. He was gone by the time Miss Scone snuck into it to sample his work. Meaning there's a good chance he was murdered before the end of afternoon tea. Be sure that Mr. Frost was alive until the beginning of afternoon tea. Making tea time the only window during which Mr. Gusto could have killed him.
Are you satisfied with Mr. Gusto's story now, Mr. Edgeworth?
Sadly, I'm afraid I'm still rather unsatisfied. But things are finally starting to become clear. The truth will soon come to light at last.
Do you mean to say that you have uncovered new evidence?
Evidence? No. I was hoping I might convince Mr. Gusto to open up to us about it instead.
Oh. Is it mind games time again?
It is. Mr. Gusto, I have a question for you.
Wake
I
up!
said I have a question for you. Oh. What is it? You chose to make your entry for the final on your own. I told you, I wanted to test myself. I wanted to prove I was the best in the world. Objection! If that were the case, then surely you wouldn't have chosen to cheat in the first place. So tell me, Mr. Gusto, why did you feel a need to team with Mr. Frost? Yeah, here we go. I haven't done this in a hot minute.
Boy.
18 years ago, Mr. Gusto and Mr. Frost collaborated in the confectionery contest. But why did they work together, and why did they enter the contest in the first place? That's the information I need to get out of my opponent somehow. Yep. Gusto seems to have a habit of pretending to be asleep when things aren't going his way. Or by focusing on why he chose to work with Mr. Frost. On my hand, now is the time to dig up the truth that was buried all those years ago. Mr. Gusto, what inspired you to collaborate with Mr. Frost? We were acquaintances before we were contestants. You were interested in entering the contest and decided to sign up together. Your decision to girl with the sculptor had nothing to do with your lack of faith in your skills. You don't know me. We joined forces because we wanted to make the most perfect creations possible, that's all. Rasta and I weren't the same grade at school, but we got along pretty well, too. You were just two friends who happened to try for the title of the world's greatest confectioner. Pretending to be asleep when the going gets tough won't work on me, I'm afraid. Mr. Frost was a sculptor, Mr. Gusto. I doubt he cared much about winning a title for confectioners. In which case, he probably had different motive for taking part in the contest, wouldn't you say? Fine, it was me. I wanted that title. Ross was only in it for the prize, the ultimate cookbook. I see. Since your objectives dovetailed so neatly, we decided to work together. But then something happened. Breakdown in your relationship, perhaps? If so, I want to know why. Mr. Prosecutor, I'm still quite unwell after my brush with death. Should be too hard. Now be on my way back to the medical. Wait! You'd better wrap this up quickly. I'm already dangerously low on patience. There's no trying desperately to make this escape. He's not going anywhere yet. As long as he's still keeping things from me. Let's figure out what he was looking after next. No time to lose. I need to pick the right line of questioning and fast. You two had your titles on something other than a title, didn't you? Well, I'm not sure the title of World's Greatest Confectioner even counts for that much. Now you are insulting the way of the confectioner. My goal, my only goal, was to win that title. I didn't care about anything else. You have no idea how much it would have meant to me. Look, my sense of design may not have been up to snuff back then, but you should see me now. So you've improved. You bet I have. I didn't do all that trading in zinc for all for nothing. I looked up Zinkerol, you know. Spent hours poring over the designs of his work. Even used to watch his show with my son. Doesn't mean like Mr. Zinkerol's work was especially influential in your early studies. With his recipe book, you might have even become the best someday. Maybe. The book was a real treasure, no doubt about that. Any confectioner would have wanted it. You claimed that your only goal was to win the title. Yet you also seem to have an interest in the contest prize, the ultimate cookbook. Urgh. The greatest collection of recipes by the world's greatest confectioner. I can't say I had absolutely no interest in it. And even if I did. What exactly is so wrong about that? Nothing, I suppose. But the book contained recipes for medicines, not desserts. And everyone who entered the contest supposedly knew that. Feel like I'm finally getting somewhere. Can't let him slip from my grasp now. Just need to stay calm and keep the pressure on. Next is find out why he wanted the cookbook. Your plan was to win the cookbook and use it to help you with your own creations. What else? A book like that could have improved my craft tenfold. You could have made a lot of money if you'd sold it. I don't know much about what was actually in there. But it was worth more than money, I'll tell you that. Come on, Mr. Gusto. I think you know more about the ultimate cookbook than you claim. It was a little about it at the start of the contest. You know what kind of recipes it actually contained, don't you? But there weren't dessert recipes at all. I see you did your homework. Fine. So you know what will be in there? The ultimate cookbook, or the Angel's cookbook, to give it its proper title. It's a collection of chemical formulas and ways to synthesize new medicines nobody had ever heard of. We didn't know that the cookbook actually contained recipes for medicines. We should include. you know how valuable the cookbook really was? What kind of question is that? It was a collection of Tangaroa's recipes. There wasn't a confectioner in the world who wouldn't have wanted to get their hands on it. Time to deploy my clue. Your designs may have improved thanks to your training in St. Paul. You clearly didn't do enough work on your skills of deception. You've already admitted that you knew the Ultimate Cookbook was a collection of recipes for medicines, thereby making your interest not gastronomical, but pharmaceutical in nature. You're a confectioner, Mr. Gusteau. You had no professional interest in revolutionary new medicines, which suggests that your interest must have been personal. Underestimated you. I underestimated you! Fine, you're right. Winning the title wasn't the only reason I entered the contest. I needed one of the recipes in that book. It was for my son. He was sick. He was. Tomorrow. It's none of your business. I've told you as much as you need to know. It's rattled. You can't let him off the hook. I don't know what this mystery illness was. It must have been why his son left early. Tell me a little more about your son. He was my pride and joy, my biggest fan. You entered the contest in order to help him. Since you don't have children of your own, any father would have done the same. I would have done anything to help him. Anything! You would come see me here at the contest venue too, right up through the semi-final. Really? You didn't get in the way of your work. You were trying to beat Samson in a row, and surely you didn't have the time to look after a child. Yeah, well, I wanted to do what I could for you. You said you wanted to always be the first to try my creations. Still recovering, so if you've got nothing to say, let me go back to the medical... Okay, so that one all needs You're sounding sick, Mr. Gusteau. Yet he was able to come and join you for the contest. It wasn't that kind of illness. Nothing life-threatening anyway. Could you tell me the name of the disease your son suffered from? You're a welcome customer, Mr. Prosecutor. Isn't it enough that he was seriously ill? Why would you force me to tell you more? You've already shared with me that your son's illness wasn't life-threatening, so why are you so reluctant to share any further details? It may not have been life-threatening, but that doesn't mean it hadn't been life-altering. I see. It wasn't very hard on both of you. Of course it was. That was why I did everything I could to find a cure. We were desperate. He couldn't taste anything, not even his favorite desserts. As I understand it, the Ultimate Cookbook contains the recipe for a very particular medicine. Well, that Mr. Tangaroa used to cure himself of his own taste disorder. So he had it too? Two, you say? Your son has a taste disorder then, am I correct? How did I let that slip? You asked me to believe that you needed to win the cookbook in order to cure your son. Was that really the case? Of course it was. What are you saying? See, I'm not sure that's true based on everything you've told me. I don't have a clue as to how to proceed with this line. Okay. I'm going down here. You had to get a cookbook to cure your son. Nowadays, you can get the medicine you needed anywhere. Back then, that book was our only hope. Which is why I didn't dare waste my time on fancy tea parties. I had to give all to my work. You must have seen Rose's work. Surely that tea break gave you the perfect opportunity to go steal a glance at it. What makes you think I had the energy or time to care about what the others had made? I think you made it abundantly clear how much interest you had in Mr. Tangaroa's work. What's more, if you were that determined to win the ultimate cookbook, I seriously doubt you would have passed up on a chance to take a peek at your competitors' entries. I had plenty of chances throughout the contest to see and sample my rivals' work, you know. But each time I did, nothing seemed to have any flavor. Must have been nerves or something. Ah. Important clue. So he has it too. These sorts are difficult to live with. It isn't easy not being able to enjoy your food. You should know. After all, you just told me you'd experienced something like that during the contest. You said that nothing you sampled had any flavor. Those were your words, correct? Which would seem to suggest that you were suffering from a taste disorder. Confectioner without a sense of taste. Not exactly ideal. Are you sure it wasn't actually your own condition you were seeking a cure for, Mr. Cousteau? Had enough of your speculations. I managed just fine in that contest. Made all my own entries, no problems. Sorry, but I'm afraid you're contradicting your own testimony. You already admitted that you and Mr. Frost had worked together during the contest. It's too late to claim you did it all on your own now. You would have us believe that you are a man of principle, dedicated student of the confectioner's art. That you abandoned those principles and conspired with Mr. Frost to rig the contest. Also, you could cure your own taste disorder. You got me, Mr. Prosecutor. As you said, my sense of taste was shot. My son's was fine. I'd kept it hidden for so long. 18 years and nobody knew. Sadly, you can lie to others, but you can't lie to me. Both Mr. Cousteau and Mr. Frost entered the contest hoping to obtain the ultimate cookbook. The medicine that would cure Mr. Cousteau's disorder, and the money it would bring in for Mr. Frost. Thus, an uneasy alliance was forged. And that, I believe, is checkmate. Now for the real battle. I'll admit it, you're good. I never told anybody of this, but you figured it all out anyway. It's true. 18 years ago, I developed Agusia. Is that how you say that?
No idea.
Yeah.
What's a Guja?
It's taste disorder that makes it so you can't taste anything at all. I had COVID back then, you see.
It is Agusia. Or
Agusia.
Argusia.
Okay. Perfectionist was his nightmare. He was a vendor. This is what Mr. Tangaroa had as well.
Nah, big man, what they call disassociated taste disorder. Basically, some things you can taste just fine, while others had no flavor at all.
So we suffered too. Kept it easy. Not when there wasn't a way to cure it on the market. Why you need Mr. Tangaroa's cookbook? You admit now that was the real reason you entered the contest. It was only one of the reasons. I wasn't lying when I said I wanted the title. When I put my mind to something, it gets done, and I won't lose to anybody. I may not have been able to taste it then, but I still knew my stuff was good enough to win. Secret stuff finally thinking you stood a good chance of winning. Of course. What was the vendor said about what Mr. Tingle thought of Mr. Cousteau's creations? Mr. Cousteau's creations were a perfect balance of flavor and design, at least up through the semi-final. But disappointingly, his entry for the final was subpar on both accounts. You were told that your entry for the final was far from the prize-winning taste sensation you described. What happened, Mr. Cousteau? What went wrong that day? Fine. You want me to talk? I'll talk. You're not going to like what I have to say. Here we go. Frost and I were working together right up through the semi-final. I handled the flavor, he did the designing. But I wanted to face Tinkerbell in the final on my own. No help, just me and my skills. So I helped Frost with his entry, but mine I did alone. If it didn't taste good in the final, that's on me. What can I say? I lacked training. And that's all there is to it. Happy now? There don't seem to be any obvious contradictions in his testimony.
Yep. Not that I thought it'd be easy to get anything real out of him. He's managed to not let slip what really happened for 18 years after all. Why don't you try pushing him a bit, Mouserino? See if you can't shake something loose.
Yeah, just won't have to, Fender. Let's see. Let's poke him. Poke the bear.
Hold it!
Frost was in charge of designing the work you both submitted while you handled the taste. Here, he was a sculptor, a craftsman. His sense of design was second to none. But he was clueless about confectionery, which is where I came in. We did what the other couldn't.
And boy, did you not have an eye for aesthetics. Not even for the simple stuff.
Oh, here we go. Woohoo!
Ooh.
Yeah, he's improved. How'd you like to be now?
Can we discuss the fact that this man's probably in his, I'm guessing 80s by the hair color?
54.
Oh, 50s? 50s.
Mm-hmm. Huh. National symbol of Zingfall.
But yeah, it's a phoenix. That's awesome.
Let's say, pretty different from the stuff you were pumping out 18 years ago.
Behold the fruits of my training. I also noticed that the... Oh no. I noticed something else.
Did y'all see his back? God damn.
No, I didn't actually. I mean, oh my god, yeah. I took a screenshot of it.
Shredded.
Hang on, let me send it to mute chat. Yeah.
Look at him.
Oh boy.
This man looks like he wrestles bears.
Yep. We've got the scars to prove it too.
Yep. Something else I noticed. His
It's a good thing I brought an axe.
his hand has a seahorse tattoo,
Mm-hmm.
which was the very first thing he made in this game, that we saw in this case.
Yep.
I also noticed that it's just a static image. It's not moving with his hands.
Yep.
Listen, man, they only had so much time.
Yep.
Small indie company, you have to understand.
I've dedicated my whole life to my craft. But back then, we both needed each other's help, so we joined hands until the final.
Hold it!
You were serious about winning the title, then? Of course. The art of confectionery is my life. Why wouldn't I have wanted to be crowned the greatest? But I still had a lot to learn back then. Guess it's no surprise my work wasn't up to scratch. The title wasn't the only thing they wanted. It was a cookbook, too. You wanted the book even more than you wanted the title. Isn't that right, Mr. Gusto?
Overruled!
Mr. Edgeworth, are you badgering a witness who is still suffering from the effects of today's attack?
Do you want me to hit you with your gavel and see how it feels?
Hmm. I will not allow this harassment to continue.
I understand, Your Honor, but...
Ignore him, Mr. Gusto. You need not answer that vile prosecutor's question. But please do continue your testimony on your own time.
Hold
accusing Mr. Frost didn't help you at all. But he'd helped you up until then, correct? It's a bit strange for him to stop so late in the contest, no? Strange or not, it's the truth. Could be he had his reasons too. I want to know.
If he's lying, it's gonna be a headache to prove. 18 years is a long time. Not unless that gizmo of yours has a built-in lie detector, Kay.
If it did, I'd have stolen the show from Mr. Edgeworth long before now.
Don't worry, Fender. I can tell when he's lying. No doohickeys assistance required. Please, Mr. Costello, continue your testimony.
Hold it!
And yet, I heard that your creations prior to the final were scored highly for their flavor. So what went wrong? Was there some kind of cooking accident on that day? No, nothing like that. It was... I told you, I had a taste disorder. My sense of taste failed me. It's as simple as that. Mr. Frosted Tree was complimented on its flavor. Your sense of taste hadn't failed you then. But something happened overnight. Oh.
I don't think he's gonna spill any more beans, Mr. Edgeworth.
Perhaps I should ask him about something else. You knew Mr. Frost from before the contest, correct? You remembered, I see. My son and Frost used to go to elementary school together.
Hold it!
It was no coincidence that you both entered the contest, correct? Yeah, I heard about it first, then I told Frost. I knew he'd be interested. He was always short of cash for sculptures. Right, Mr. Frost was supposedly always in financial trouble, wasn't he?
The cookbook is really worth that much, huh?
I see that glint in your eye, kiddo. Don't get your great thieving hopes up. It was worth a lot back then. These days, you can find most of the stuff in there on a drugstore shelf.
Oh, bummer.
But the mayor, last contestant ever had eyes for that cookbook, I see. An 18-year-old mystery. And the key to unraveling it is finally in my grasp. I just need to remember everything Fender told me about what he and my father discovered.
Hold it!
Something changed between the semi-final and the final, Mr. Gusteau. Not really. The only difference between the semi-final and the final was that Frost wasn't helping me.
Hold it!
You really completed your final entry without Mr. Frost's help. I may not have had his designs to lean on, but I knew I was so solid when it came to flavor. The visuals were the only thing that changed between the semi-final and the final.
You sure gusty, old pal? You have to call you out on that one, I'm afraid. It wasn't just looks that got a big thumbs down come judgment time. Got trashed on flavor, too.
Doesn't sound much like a winner to me.
But his confidence Mr. Gusteau failed in flavor too. The lack of Mr. Frost's assistance shouldn't have affected that, so there was some other difference. No, there was one more that changed.
Objection!
Your kid wasn't there that day. I can think of one significant difference between the semi-final and the final, Mr. Gusteau. Your son. This is him in the photograph, correct? You told me he was here with you up to the semi-final. He was. What of it? What indeed? He was here with you until the semi-final, until he suddenly wasn't for the final. And just as suddenly, your work went from being lauded for its flavor to being lambasted for it. I don't think it's a coincidence, do you? He wasn't just spending quality time with his father. He was playing a much more pivotal role than that.
Flavor tester.
Just wanted to see him. I just wanted him to see me hard at work. To show him I was trying my best for us. Who knows? out. It was him being there here that helped me do so well in those early rounds.
He talks a good game, but nothing about this guy screams super dad to me.
Indeed, thankfully, we will only have to give such an idea credence if his story were true. After all, how much could the encouragement of one small boy affect the taste of a grown man's work? Mr. Gusto prided himself on the flavor of his creations, but then he lost his sense of taste. He must have had a tough time maintaining his high standards after such a devastating loss. Worse. I'm sure your son was here to cheer you on, but that wasn't all he was here to do, was it? You're a very suspicious man, Mr. Prosecutor. Well, why not try answering yourself for a change? What's an elementary school kid doing here, other than to support his father? Your son knew the taste of your work pretty well, I imagine, Mr. Gusto. He was my biggest fan. Of course he knew it. In which case, you would have been a good judge of whether something tasted on prey, so to speak, no? What are you implying? You've already told us that you're suffering from a taste disorder. 1 minute. You're good. Never told anybody any of this, but you figured it all out anyway. It's true. 10 years ago I developed... Agusia? How do you pronounce it again?
Agusia.
Agusia. You developed agusia. No one knew about your condition. Indeed, doubt Mr. Frost would have wanted to continue collaborating with you had he found out. After all, it was your job to make sure his creations tasted good. Therefore, your son wasn't just here to support you. He was helping you by taste testing your work.
Dang, that all makes sense. Frost stuff tasted good because it really was finished the day before when the kid was still here.
You have a vivid imagination, Mr. Prosecutor. Do you seriously think I trust a kid to tell me how to adjust the taste of my masterpieces? I have some pride, you know, even back then. Did you know? My designs may not have been much to write home back then, but I always knew my work tasted better than anybody else's. I think I had to risk everything by putting my reputation in the hand of a child. This is just more speculation. That's all it is. In that case, I have to speak with your son this instant and see how much of your story you can corroborate. Sadly for you, my song is no longer my concern. What? As soon as I got my sense of taste back, I went straight to Zingfall to start my training. You cut off all ties with the kid for good.
What?
You abandoned your own child?
That ain't the half of it. No one knows where he is, even now. Cops looked all over for him. No dice.
So, still think you can prove your asinine theory? I'd like to see you try. You think I care about anything besides confectionery? Think again. I got my sense of taste back. What need do I have for a son?
Silence in the courtroom. While Mr. Gusto's words and actions may demonstrate a certain lack of humanity on his part, the goddess of justice cannot judge him for that. Therefore, Mr. Edgeworth, I believe it is time for you to admit defeat.
Yeah, give it up. 18 years is a long time for anything to surface now. Proof of otherwise.
Mr. Edgeworth, you have to do something. If we don't, the truth might be lost forever.
Where are you, Detective Gumshoe? Imagine as blood it could possibly be, but I'm gonna test it right away, sir. Please do, Detective. It's the last piece of the puzzle, I'm sure of it. Once we know whose blood it is.
Hey, Miles. Sorry to cut in on your mind pastime, but I was pondering something myself. My friend Gusto didn't come here just to check up on the body, did he?
Maybe because you tried to open the case.
Exactamundo. Do we have anything that might explain why he tried to do that?
You might. Detective Gumshoe can make it back in time with a certain piece of evidence.
It's quite enough idle chatter, defense. Now, if you...
Mr. Edgeworth, sir! Sorry to keep you waiting! Speak as the devil. I take it you have the test results, Detective. Yes, sir! The lab just got back to me!
Detective, please, court is in session. Now then, am I right to assume that you are bringing us evidence Mr. Edgeworth was just speaking of?
What? Hey, no fair! Why didn't anybody tell me about any of this? It's indeed the evidence in question, Your Honor. It needed testing, so I asked him to carry it out. What the? Why is everybody always helping you? I'm supposed to be the one in charge here! Mr. Winter, I'm sorry I didn't involve you, but this is important. Can we at least hear what the detective has to say? Well, alright. Go Detective Gumshoe. The test to tell us. I'm not gonna believe this, but the owner of the blood we found in the liquid at the bottom of the Gemini case is Carmelo Gusto, the victim of the poison gas attack. What are you talking about? Thank you, Detective. You've been very helpful. Well, looks like my suspicions were correct.
What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? Yes, what do you mean? Explain yourself. What is the significance of this blood to this case?
It's only the very thing the perpetrator of the IS-7 incident has been trying to hide all these years. The fact that your blood was found inside the Gemini case, Mr. Gusto, is as good as us finding your blood lying right next to Mr. Frost's body.
Overruled.
Why would there be traces of your blood there, of all places, Mr. Gusto?
If you want to answer her honor, Mr. Gusto, then I will. There wasn't just blood and liquid from the Gemini case. There were traces of salt and sugar, too.
There were.
And if you remember, one particular part of Mr. Frost's work was allegedly very salty indeed.
Oh yeah. You're talking about what Delucia told us back then, right? What was it again?
Did they ever? I've never tried ices so scrumptious in my life.
Really? Man, I wish I could have had a bite.
Well, scrumptious except for the salty bit, of course. That was unbearable.
The salty bit.
It's in the other photo you've got there. This bit, the harpy thing.
Gemini's liar. Yes, the liar. And only the liar tasted as if it had been flavored with salt. There were no traces of salt anywhere else in Mr. Frost's entry.
Very interesting. Perhaps you can tell us, Mr. Edgeworth? Where did the salt on the lyre come from? It should be fairly obvious.
The big thing made of salt?
Yeah, salt lamp. Duh. Idiot.
This is the lamp from the IS-7 incident.
Indeed. And I believe that the salt that gave the lyre its flavor came from just such a lamp. Mr. Von Karma had established that both salt lamps were in Mr. Tangaroa's room at the time of the crime. One of them was used to kill Mr. Frost. And it was stained with his blood. But no corresponding pool of blood was found in Mr. Tangaroa's room.
Right, because the culprit chucked the pieces of chocolate with fat on it into a little stream.
Furthermore, aside from the lyre, no traces of salt were found anywhere else in Mr. Frost's room either.
Hey, come to think of it. Those we found in Delicia's room were both broken.
The lamps appear to be broken.
Bulbs were smashed, both of them. Maybe they fell and broke on the floor? Never did figure out how the one that wasn't used to kill Frost got busted, but are we thinking maybe it had Gusto's blood on it at some point?
Anyone whose blood was found on one of the lamps would have been a person of interest to the police. We would have needed to hide the blood somehow, and in a way that wouldn't arouse suspicion.
And you are seriously suggesting that the lyre was used to do just that?
I am. I suspect the bloody salt was somehow applied to the lyre so that it could be hidden from inside the case. Because unlike the fountain water, the sculptures would have needed more time and care to test properly. And so he waited and waited for his chance to dispose of the lyre undetected.
Then the reason he's here today is...
18 years ago, Mr. Frost's body and the evidence pointing to his killer were taken away together. This, of course, was not part of the perpetrator's plan, and thus a new dilemma arose. The possibility that the body, incriminating evidence, or both would resurface one day.
So he comes back 18 years later, sneaking in bright and early to try to cover his tracks.
Well, Mr. Gusto, are you finally ready to admit it? That you are the one responsible for the IS-7 incident? Mr. Gusto, it's all because of you that Samson...
Gusto.
So I finally got caught, huh? All these years later. Nobody came close back then. Even the big shot prosecutor or the attorney. That's someone
Because the prosecutor was gunning for a quick trial and wasn't actually doing his job.
Yep. Mr. Prosecutor, I have to hand it to you. You admitted then that you murdered Artie Frost. Sure I do. I did it. I killed him. But he only had himself to blame. What do you mean by that? He agreed to help me. We were supposed to help each other so that one of us could win. Whoever won was supposed to let the other use the cookbook. But on the day of the final, Rats finally showed his true colors. Seriously, Frost, we had a deal. Sorry, I'm not helping you in the final. Our little agreement is over, Gusto. I helped you. Spent all day yesterday making the ice for your pieces. Did you? And you can prove that, I suppose. Do you? Wait. You were planning to betray me right from the start, weren't you? After Frost stumbled across to me, I had to make my piece for the final by myself. Like you said, my son wasn't there, so I didn't have any help with the flavor either. So much for the pride you claim to have in your ability to make delicious desserts. Go ahead, Judge. You have no idea what it was like for someone like me to lose my sense of taste. I give up everything to become the best. Everything! I take something someone like you could never understand. You're right, I don't understand. You should take pride in the fact that you resorted to murder. Or that you abandoned your son. I don't want to understand someone who could do such things. A man can afford to rely on other people. I learned it the hard way 18 years ago. My son never showed up on the day of the final. And in hindsight, I wouldn't be surprised if Frost was the reason why.
Do you think that? What exactly happened to your son?
How am I supposed to know? I told you, he's none of my concern anymore. And according to you guys, nobody knows where he is now either.
And you don't care. You're horrible.
So with his disappearance, so too went your chance of winning, correct? Yeah, I had to find another way of getting my hands on that book. That's when inspiration struck. I decided to skip afternoon tea and stuck into Tangaroa's room. Should have been so easy. All I had to do was photograph the formulas I needed and get out of here. Then Frost showed up. I thought I might find you here. Stealing recipes from the famous cookbook, Tut tut tut. Frost! What's this? A cure for taste disorders? Oh no, that's just too tragic. Infection who can't taste anything. What will people say? If you tell anybody, I'll... Oh, you what? You can't even hit me, you miserable worm. Why, you... Frost showed me hard when I went to punch him. Knocked me clean off my feet. I crashed into one of the lamps. Must have been when my blood got on it.
Mr. Frost wasn't the first to get hurt.
When it was all over, I realized I had to get rid of that blood somehow, so I scraped off all the bloody bits. I dissolved those salt shavings in some flavored ice mixture and brushed it all over the harp.
And that's how you made the evidence linking you to the murder vanish.
Frost was going to blackmail me. He would have made me give him his money to keep quiet about my conditions. So you decided you had to kill him. Yeah, I guess I did. Why would I let him live? Did you want someone holding something like that over your head? Besides, he's the one who drew first blood. Makes for a solid case of self-defense, don't you think? That was the impetus behind it all. Anyway, I initially took the lamp to Frost's room. Went straight there once I figured out how I was going to hide the bloody parts.
Inspired by all the ice sculpting tools laying around the place, I guess.
You're not as dumb as you pretend to be. Yeah, I figured I could use them to chip it off and grind it up. Once that was done, painting the stuff all over the harp was easy. But why Samson? Why'd you have to frame him? I never meant to put the cops to pin it on him. That was your fault. You and the rest of them. Why do you think I went to the trouble of placing the lamps and the cloths back in Skilling's room? The only reason I put the murder weapon in another contestant. That's to get suspicion on that person.
What? You tried to frame me, Gusty Pants.
Yeah.
But why? Why poor old me?
I respected Tangaroa. He was the best. A true champion. I would never have wanted him to take the fall. But you're a fraud. Your work wasn't even real. You had no respect for our crafts at all. You deserve to be punished for what you did.
Gusty, how could you?
Had you refrained from eating Tangaroa's work, Frost's body wouldn't have been found. My plan was to wait until Tangaroa was judging your room. That's when I'd sneak the corpse into Frost's room and freeze it. But thanks to you, Bound here found it before I had a chance to retrieve it. I don't understand. Why did you need to freeze his body at all? Huh. Why indeed? Miss Edgeworth, surely you must know. Why did Mr. Gusto need to freeze Master Frost's body?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gusto needed to freeze Mr. Frost's body in order to obscure the time of death. They determined that the murder occurred during afternoon tea. He would have been an obvious suspect. Bingo! Freezing Frost's body wasn't simple. Preparing everything took time. So I decided to put his body in the chest in Tangaroa's room and while I got everything ready in Frost's. At the time, it seemed like the perfect hiding place. Never counted on some gluttonous pharmacist to showing up and making the whole ship collapse.
Still don't get it though. Why disguise the body as an ice sculpture at all?
The sooner it was found, the smaller the effect freezing it would have had on masking the time of death. Therefore, he needed to disguise it, at least until it's fully frozen. How awful! Using Mr. Frost's own work to help you cover up the truth behind his murder. Ironically, Tangaroa would have been just fine if the body hadn't been found before I got it out of his room. Only things had gone to plan. He wouldn't even have been arrested, let alone convicted. You mean it was my fault? Everything that happened to Samson? It's all because I found the body.
Don't get inside your head, Judes. None of this is your fault. If it wasn't Samson, it would have been Delicia instead. She would have been the one they arrested. Either way, there's only one person to blame here, and that's Gusto.
It didn't help that the initiative detective was so bad at his job either. He never even told the prosecutor that the body had vanished. So then, Mr. Von Karman unwittingly placed Mr. Tangaroa under arrest in the absence of a body.
I mean, I guess it would explain why he was so keen to wrap things up. Still, you'd think he'd notice something as big as that if he'd taken a look at a few reports, right?
Someone been deliberately distorting the facts of the case, though. Either way, it seems that Mr. Von Karma didn't know about the body until after the arrest had been made. But admitting that would have spoiled his perfect record. So he kept it to himself and proceeded to prosecute Mr. Tangaroa regardless.
Can this really be true? You don't feel bad at all? Somebody spent 18 years in prison because of you.
Sticks and stones, girlie. Sticks and stones. What a jerk. I'd arrest you right now, pal.
I'm afraid I can't allow you to do that, Detective.
What?
Yawn.
Yep. So you noticed, huh? Glad somebody did. The judge is right. You can't lay a finger on me.
But why? You just confessed to murder.
No idea, huh? I guess I'd better lay it out for you. I killed Frost 18 years ago. Statute of limitations for murder in this country is 15 years. You do the math. You can't arrest me. You think I'd have confessed otherwise?
That's right, the statute of limitations is only 15 years.
Yep.
Unless he went to another country.
Mm-hmm. Which he did.
Yep. This means really the end of the line, Mr. Edgeworth.
The statute is expired, he can't be charged, so...
But... How unfortunate, Mr. Edgeworth. I'm afraid that both Mr. Gusto's confession and your deductions will have been struck from the record. And that Mr. Tangaroa's conviction will remain in place.
But, well, the police never had found Miss Frost's body in their possession. If we can arrest Mr. Gusto, surely Mr. Tangaroa has ground for a retrial on that basis.
Does he? I wouldn't be so
Yes.
sure.
Yes,
I'm afraid that the
actually.
goddess's judgments have somewhat harder to overturn than you might imagine.
They're not her judgments.
Well, yeah,
Uh,
real quick, just hey, Mr. Cavell, here's this gum.
It means for the verdict from 18 years ago to stand no matter what. Bad luck, Mr. Prosecutor. Must be something we can do. I need to bring Mr. Gusto down. Well, I know what to do, but I'm gonna press him anyways in case there's an achievement.
Hold it!
Passage of time doesn't diminish what you did, Mr. Gusto. Sure diminishes one thing, though. Your ability to arrest me. We're gonna arrest you! We're gonna arrest you real good! Could have you in cuffs before you can even blink, pal! Right, Mr. Edgeworth? I say she wasn't as open and shut as you're making it out to be, Detective. You can't touch me. It's too late for that.
Hold it!
Depending on your actions over the last 18 years, the statute may not have expired yet. It's ought to be good. Alright, I got nothing to hide. There's something you want to ask? Ask it. Very well. Tell us where you've been and what you've been doing since the incident. Sure. Not long after the contest, I was able to cure my taste disorder thanks to the formula from that book. Not so long after that, I went to Zingthal to really buckle down and hone my craft.
That explains a lot. Tried to contact you after the fact, but I guess you were long gone by then, huh?
Could be. I left, let's see, around a year after the murder. It was before Tangaroa's last stayed in court. Going to Zingthal was the best thing I ever did. Flavor, design, of the full package now.
Yeah, that's fair.
All on the backs of those whose lives you destroyed. What's an omelet without a few eggs? Hmm? Nothing, Mr. Prosecutor, nothing.
You're evil.
Sticks and stones, girlie. You can't arrest me, and that's all that matters. What to work with, there has to be something to get out of him. We can push him further in the statements he just made. Is there anything I should follow up on? Also, because I think I started pressing him.
Zinc
Mhm.
off.
I'll tell you. I'd like you to tell us more about your training in Zinc Fall, if you wouldn't mind. Fine. I later went to Zinc Fall to train, and finally became the best in the world.
Hold it!
Zinc Fall, and you were there for a while, I imagine. Yeah, I left some time after the investigation had wrapped up. I've been meaning to go there and start my studies for a while. And thanks to the hard work I put in,
Oh, another one.
ooh, we can now do a dragon!
Hello, Shenron.
My designs are now world class! Whoa, that's amazing! You like it? It's yours. Really? Alright. Sometimes
Dude.
Child.
Yes, child.
I think you can.
I can. Again, I just wanted to
Second
see if-
statement.
Hold it!
Never say never, Mr. Gusto. Nothing is impossible. Really? Come on, give it up. Your father couldn't catch me. What makes you think you can? Something in case of that bit from Mr. Von Karma should deem at every turn. Now the statute of limitations is threatening to deter the truth of this case forever.
Don't listen to him, Mr. Edgeworth. You can't give up. Not now. We're doing this for your dad, so we have to see it through to the end.
Okay.
The truth is right here, for the taking. What kind of great thieves are we if we don't grab it for ourselves?
I'm not a great thief, Kang, but you're right. Carmelo Gusto, I won't allow you to make off with the truth. To your worst.
Hold it!
That was the only reason, because you knew the statute had expired. Why else would I do it? Why would anybody? Not that I plan on it ever coming out, of course. Why was that? Because I'm finally the world's greatest confectioner. And petty stuff like this will get in the way of me and my craft.
I seem more concerned about you and your rep than the fact that Samson's still rotting in jail. I see it's a piece of work in my time, but you're just flat out unforgivable.
Who cares about forgiveness? I did what I did. I don't need you to understand any of it.
Alright, Miles, it's official. Uncle Eddie's mad, and that don't happen often.
You're not the only one. But don't worry, you
Boy.
can get away with this. Not if I can help it. This isn't an ordinary opponent. He's got 15 years while his crime is being exposed.
I think, Mr. Edgeworth, there must be some way for us to arrest them.
Yeah, I've probably watched a few legal dramas before, but he's no lawyer. Not like you and me. There's gotta be some loophole somewhere you can use. Just gotta.
He's right. Mr. Gusto was just an armchair attorney, after all. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Hey, buddy, how about you read this? Statute of limitations for murder is subject to the following condition. The statute is suspended should the suspect flee to a foreign country. Which means the time you spent abroad doesn't count toward the total time under the statute.
No way! So it's like someone hit pause while he was dancing Fa? It appears that there may be time left on the clock yet. But that will depend on how long you stayed in Zing Fa, Mr. Gustav.
It was 3 years exactly.
3 years. Hold on. Don't we say anything till I've done the math. 18 years.
It's only April.
Murder happened 18 years back. Statute's 15 years and 3 overseas.
15 plus 3, that makes exactly 18, which means no way. Mr. Edgeworth, you did it! The statute hasn't expired after all.
Oh, there he goes.
What?
Oh, we don't get the dramatic Phoenix.
No. 18 years exactly. Glad you worked it out for yourself. You've just been shooting me so long this whole time.
Is he laughing? We're good, aren't we? We can arrest him now.
Hate to break it to you, little sis, but I-7 went down at the end of December. It's April now, which means, strictly speaking, it's been 18 years and 4 months since Mr. Frost's murder. Incorrect, but go on.
Incorrect.
With
'cause
17
that's...
years and 4 months.
Yep.
Been 17 years and 4 months, meaning he's still fucked.
Unless they're saying it was 18 years last December.
Yeah.
Which,
So it would be
Okay.
15 years and 4
What was the
months.
other thing with the
Statute is suspended from the time of any accomplice's indictment to the end of their trial.
that was
Oh.
a year.
yeah.
Yeah, and he
Because
left.
they hadn't done the 3-day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They left before the final day of his trial.
Yep.
Meaning it technically was suspended for way longer than it should have been. If Gusto's stay in Singapore really lasted 3 years on the nose, it's not enough. We're a few months short.
Not enough, but
What did I tell you? You can't touch me. I hate to admit it, but he read the board well when he made his confession.
Why do you have to have an extendable gavel?
It's fun.
fortunate, Mr. Edgeworth. If only the statute had been suspended for another year.
Mm.
Except it was.
Those who would overturn the goddess's judgment must be willing to pay the price should they fail. And you, Mr. Edgeworth, have failed.
No? Must be something I can do. Wait. Oh, if the law can't bring Mr. Gusto to justice, then... Oh,
Dudes, what are you thinking?
no. Judy?
Objection!
No need to go add to your rap sheet just yet. We're not done here. Far from it. There's still a way we can nail him.
There is.
Alright, Miles Marino, pep talk. You need to think back over everything we know about the case. Gusto's overlooked one critical thing that you yourself were led to believe wrongly about.
Which is...
He wasn't there for Samson's last trial, remember? Best I can tell, he doesn't seem to know what the final verdict that came down that day is. Which means there's still one way left to us. Crack open your statutes for dummies there and take another look. 17 years ago, they really did a number on Samson and framed him like a pretty picture. But if we make good use of that verdict now, we can make Gusto pay in full for what he's done.
Are you?
Those who would overturn the goddess's judgment must be willing to pay the price should they fail. Samson's my client, Miles. I can't bring myself to use the source of his pain as a weapon in this fight. So whether we play our last card or not, it's gonna have to be up to you.
Bringing Mr. Gusto to justice can only happen if I use the outcome of that hard-fought trial. So, should I raise an objection and play that card or not? Yes!
Objection!
My father and Mr. Von Karma. One sought to reveal the truth, the other to hide it. I know which path I choose to follow. The one that seeks to reveal the truth.
This court has reached its final verdict. The record will state that Mr. Gusteau has been found not guilty on all accounts.
No, Your Honor. Mr. Carmelo Gusto is absolutely guilty. And I refuse to let him walk away. His crimes are too unspeakable to go unpunished.
Do you mean to suggest that you have grounds upon which to call for this arrest?
I do. Now, does your judge avail something that proves the statute of limitations hasn't yet expired?
The case file.
Take that!
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
Because that's what tells it. Yeah,
Yeah.
because that's what tells you it went on for a year.
Yeah. Well, I figured that, but I also wanted to make sure it wasn't the book, because it also says... Yeah, stop talking, come on.
Take that!
Very well. Is there a particular page of this IS-7 incident you would like to refer to?
It's the suspect data, right? Or, no.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, suspect data.
I'd like to direct your attention to the page concerning the suspect. As you can see, Samson Tangaroa was convicted as an accomplice. It took around 1 year from his indictment for the verdict to be reached.
Yes, that does seem to be the case.
The book you gave us details certain conditions pertaining to the statute of limitations for murder. One of them, as I mentioned, is that the statute is suspended if the suspect flees the country. And another states that the statute is suspended from the time of any accomplice indictment to the end of their trial. What? Tinkeroll was convicted as an accomplice.
Yep, guess you were in Zhengfa when the verdict came down. Samson was convicted as an accomplice, not as the main perpetrator. Which is clearly news to you, and not good news either, am I right?
How can that be? Tinkeroll was an accomplice to anyone. He was innocent, and you know it. Well, we know it. What we've been trying to prove all along. In a pleasing twist of fate, his wrongful conviction will be the very thing that sets him free. If you spent 3 years in Zhengfa, your accomplice Samson Tangaroa was on trial for 1 year. It means you can still be charged with Mr. Frost's murder up to 19 years after the fact. In other words, the statute of limitations hasn't expired at all.
Augusta's judgment is infallible. But that of her servants, it appears, is not. It seems that the prosecutor in charge of this case may have erred.
Nah!
You think?
Unbelievably, we may have no choice but to investigate a full inquiry.
No. How could this? You weren't supposed to be able to...
18 years. It's a long time to let somebody else suffer for your crimes. Time to pay the piper, Gusto, and not a moment too soon.
Voice actors get get paid by the hour, and you wanted a rush order, so that's going to be double. I hope you're ready to pay the fucking piper, Travis.
But outrageous. My brilliance has been recognized. I give up everything for this. Everything! Even my son! What's the pity? But you can't run from the law forever, because the bills come due at last.
You ready for his breakdown?
Oh! Those things are sharp!
Yup.
Or he's just
made-
swinging them really fast.
I think he's swinging it really fast because he made himself.
Yup.
Excuse the little sufferer, strip down, sir. Oh, did you still want to voice Eustace?
No.
Okay. Oh, good. Which means it's your turn next, right? That's the wrong button. Oh, that's not what I... Accidentally swapped
Did you
fucking
click on-
YouTube on Twitch. Oh.
Hmm.
I suppose so.
Dudes.
I'm so sorry, everybody. I've caused you all so much trouble. But, thank you. Thank you so much for bringing Mr. Gusto to justice at last. I'm afraid there's no escaping the consequences of your actions, Miss Bound. But those actions were born of the legal mistakes that were made all those years ago. We all know that. So allow me to apologize in return, on behalf of the prosecution. Oh no, I have no one to blame but myself for it all, starting with those sculptures.
Hey, Judes. You think maybe you might want me to represent you? I'm not some nervous newbie anymore. And there's no way I'm letting you take the rap for everything.
Oh, I'd be honored. Thank you, Mr. Fender. Sorry, ma'am. You gotta come with me now. Of course. And how are you gonna ruin the moment? Judge Gavel, why did you lie to us?
Lie? What are you talking about?
You implied that there was no case for a retrial, but as we've proven, that wasn't true. Surely anyone truly committed to seeing justice done would have called one as soon as the body was found.
I'm under no obligation to answer such questions.
But you clearly have no intention of doing so either.
Truly, you are proving to be quite a threat to the committee for prosecutorial excellence. As such, you give me little choice but to report back to your continued transgressions. No doubt you will be called to appear before the committee in due course. Now, I must be on my way. What the heck? And after you caught the real killer and everything. Isn't that what prosecutors are supposed to do?
As a fellow male play out, I will never regret what we accomplished here today.
Mr. Edgeworth.
Hey, Mr. Edgeworth! Yes? Why'd you stick your nose in this case anyway? You weren't even on the job! My job is to bring the truth to light, Mr. Winter. Not only as a prosecutor, but as a person. I don't get it. I wouldn't expect you to understand, as long as you believe that closing a case makes you a winner. That's going way over my head.
That was kind of the point, dumbass.
I'm going home.
What was that all about?
Eustace still has a lot to learn, is all.
Milesy Wilesy.
Yes?
I just want to say, old Greggy Pegleg would have been proud of you today. Oh, look at me tearing up. That and thanks for helping poor Sammy Poodle.
Of course. Hey, Edgy! Well, you cleared everything up, huh? So, what happened exactly? I was kind of busy sketching. Wait, where did Judy and Verity go?
Wow, you really weren't paying attention at all, were you?
I am lost to admit it, my sketches to him through for us on more than one occasion. Not that I'm about to tell him that. I wasn't glaring, will ya? Whatever I did, I'm sorry! Calm down, Larry. I wasn't glaring at you.
You totally were. You're just like your pop. He was a terrible liar, too.
He was.
Listen, I'm gonna head out. Need to fill Simpson in on what went down today. You wanna come with?
Yes, of course.
Great, then I'm coming too.
This just in. Samson Tangaroa murdered.
That would absolutely be what ends up happening.
So what's Mr. Tangaroa like? I can't wait to finally meet him.
Oh, he's a real...
Oh, he's a real sweetheart. Fuck you for stealing my line. He's a real sweetheart. You'll love him. You all locked up, he can't help but make all sorts of cookies and cakes for everyone. That's why 3 p.m. cake extravaganza is a thing for prisoners and guards alike.
Really? That sounds awesome. You think there'll be any left for us to try?
No.
Yeah.
Didn't we find a few slices of chocolate cake in the prison the other day? They had been some of Mr. Tangaroa's baked goods.
Gummy, what are you doing here?
As you all were coming to see Mr. Tangaroa, so I volunteered to escort him. Hello, new friends. I'm Samson Tangaroa. Prosecutor...
Holy shit.
Yup. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth, at your service.
And I'm Mr. Edgeworth's trusty sidekick, Kay Faraday.
So, he can sue the government for compensation for wrongful imprisonment.
Yup.
Yep.
Yup. They
Well,
don't give him
as long
much,
as
but
they
he
have-
can do it.
He can do it.
Yep. Yep.
Very nice to meet you both.
You can also sue
Miles, here's
to
Gregory's son.
You can also sue to have that have him being in prison strict from the record.
Yeah. Just straight up remove that from his record because
Yeah.
it was a misconduct of justice. Anyway.
Yeah.
Is that so? Your father was very kind to me and fought so hard for my case. But in the end, I betrayed him. I made a false confession and... Don't worry, Mr. Tangaroa. His offender has explained everything to me.
Sure did. Now I'm here to tell you the truth about what happened 18 years ago.
Truth? Judy did all that. For me.
That crazy kid racked her brain for 18 years till she finally figured out how to set you free. What can I say? Turns out she really would do anything for you.
Oh, Judy. I never did anything to deserve such devotion. Come now, Mr. Tangaroa. I think we all know that's not true. The bond between the two of you has held strong for all these years, after all. You think so? So better show him. Which piece of evidence is proof that the bond Mr. Tangaroa and Miss Bound share?
Second batch.
So the
Yep.
chocolates?
It's the chocolates.
That's what I'm thinking.
Take that!
Those chocolates. Judy made them, didn't she? Yeah, she did.
They're super delicious and sweet.
Miss Bound continued making them just as you taught her, even after that fateful day. But there would always be some waiting for you when you finally came home. Judy. But they're beyond super sweet then, aren't they? Very much so, I'm afraid. I only wish we
The
could hand
taste
them
of
to you.
freedom.
Do what?
The taste of freedom.
Yep.
Yup.
Don't worry, sir. I'll make sure he gets them later. Be a clear breach of prison policy. Not that I have the authority now to stop him anyway. Thank you very much. You know, Detective? Something about you reminds me of Detective Bad. Really, pal? I look up to him a lot. He's my role model. You don't say. Seems fate makes it bring people of all sorts together, huh?
You hang in there, Samson. Just a little longer. I should be able to get you out soon. I'm sorry it's taken so long. No, we shouldn't have to wait 18 years to get justice.
Don't be silly, Eddie. I'm the one who should be saying sorry. Or rather... Thank you. Truly.
Oh, Samson.
Well, it's my turn to wait for Judy to come home now. I better make sure there's something delicious on the table for her when she finally walks through that door. Don't let me down, Eddie.
Leave it to me, big guy.
There's an incident. It's been 18 long years, but this case we'd inherited from my father is finally coming to a close.
Hey, Miles. Thanks for today. And, sorry for forcing you to make the final call like that.
Not at all. Something made the call that felt right to me.
What are you guys talking about?
You know how Samson was wrongfully convicted? We had to pretend that he wasn't in order to nail Gusto. But to use his false conviction against him, even to save him. As his lawyer, I couldn't bring myself to do it.
Can see that.
But now that Gusto's behind bars, I can finally start to get that wrongful conviction overturned.
Yes, I'm sure you will.
Wait a minute, does that mean that even if you were only doing what's right? If the false conviction had been overturned before today, Mr. Gusto would have gotten away scot-free?
Yep. And Merc has fans. Yep, that's what we folks in the trade like to call legal contradiction. Law is far from perfect.
Because of the things like legal contradictions, right?
Yeah, but you never know. Things might change. Law's always evolving, just like us humans. Your Uncle Eddie and Miles Reno included, am I right?
Potential for growth and change. People are the law, huh?
So, Miles. You gonna keep fighting
Hi.
crime as a prosecutor? Hi!
Jesus
Hi.
Christ. That was loud.
Very.
Yup.
What?
Mike's been on for a solid 30 seconds now.
Yep.
Yep.
Just going. Toss a green light.
Alright.
You gonna keep fighting crime as a prosecutor, or help people as an attorney? Something tells me you got a big decision ahead of you. One only you can answer.
Oh no.
Oh, let's just say I won't complain if you show up at the office one day. And on that note, it's time for me to skedaddle. I have big time, and I always repay my debts. But for now, thanks again for today. I mean it. Doodles.
Did he seem kind of in a hurry to get out of here to you?
He did. Honestly speaking, I'm the one who owes him a debt of gratitude. After all, he gave me the chance to reckon with my father's final case. When I was a boy, all I ever dreamed of was becoming an attorney like my father. But then, given my time with Percival and Karma, I learned the way of the prosecutor instead. Eventually, to help with some good friends, I found my own voice and a new way to live. But now my career as a prosecutor is at risk of being taken away from me. Maybe time to take another long, hard look at how I want to live my life, whether I like it or not.
Hey, Gregory. Sorry for reporting in so late. May have taken 18 years. But we're finally positioned to prove Samson's innocence. All thanks to your boy Miles. Couldn't have done it without him. He's about to die, isn't he?
Yeah.
Should have seen him. When he fought for the truth gave me chills. It's like I was watching you. Look, I know I'm not half the attorney you were. Those guiding principles you tried to instill in me, I like to think I'm embodying them now as I carry on your legacy.
He's about to fucking die.
Mm-hmm.
Here's hoping. Your boy will be joining me in
Yeah.
that soon.
That or they're showing us to show the growth between the past and the future.
I'm hoping so, because
It's-
I swear, I thought about to see someone come in from that door.
Yeah, I'm like, we're about to watch a man get murdered, aren't we?
Don't worry about it.
Death flags.
Without
Without using story mode.
Yeah, it's like the easy mode.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Turnabout Forsaken. That isn't it.
Yeah, story mode's effectively it plays itself.
Okay.
Yep, these two. Oh boy.
Aren't these the two that
Um,
had to be rewritten because of how convoluted they were?
Thought it was just the one.
Um,
Hi.
hi.
Hi, Merc.
Um,
Are we? Does he have us deafened?
Mm. No?
I have no fucking idea.
a lot of information will come to light. Don't worry about it.
Worried about it.
I think it was just the last one that was changed.
Yeah, I think so. Because it is, if I remember correctly, that one is fairly convoluted. Um, that one's gonna be interesting.
Fair. Anyways, that's where we're going to end it for today.
Fair.
I don't know if we'll start episode 4 next week. It depends on how things go with Star Fox and Deltarune.
Mhm.
But I'm going to leave it on the schedule for now until further.
Till further notice.
Yes, thank you. For now, Deltarune comes out. So Deltarune Chapter 5 comes out on Wednesday. Whether I'm able to stay home and stream it, or I have to do it at 9:30 at night, we'll see. But I'm streaming it on Wednesday no matter what. If I don't start streaming it by 7 o'clock, then just assume I went to church. Thursday, Star Fox comes out, so we'll be doing that on Thursday. And then we'll just be alternating the Deltarune and Star Fox until I complete either of them. So,
Mhm.
yeah. That should be fun.
Yep. Honestly, this is perfect timing, because even if you have to wait a freaking week to start episode 4, you don't have to worry about sitting in the middle of the case.
Yep. I was thinking about that last week. I'm like, man, I'm really glad that we're going to be able to finish episode 3.
Yep.
I don't have to worry about it.
It did take a while, but yeah, these cases are a little on the longer side.
Yeah. That's fine. It's enjoyable. Anyways. Have a good night, chat. We'll see y'all Wednesday.
Night, chat.
Good night.
Have a good night, chat.
Chat.
Ah.
Oh, okay, cool. He is alive.